Hey, Sasha. So, did anyone win the Mega Millions yet?
Yes.
They did. One person. Shoot, I was just getting ready to buy a ticket. Because I don't, it has to be a little over $1 billion to get my interest. So, no, it's not worth worth the paperwork.
Why don't you do lottery and scratch offs at Sullivan Hardware?
It's so funny because when did we get the lottery? Is it in the 80s?
Yeah. It was a long time ago.
And we thought, wow, it was so much exciting. We should sell these tickets, and we thought, no.
The first time
Which was really a better idea.
Do you remember, I believe Big John Gillis went up in the helicopter and he would land and pass out lottery tickets when we first got them. It was a huge deal.
Would have been better if he threw them out of the chopper, though.
I know.
Be hitting people in the eye and stuff on the corners, It's a WKRP thing, for sure, except with sharp objects.
Yeah.
So I drove by the sanctuary on Penn because I come down that way. That's really sad to see that. We were just at a wedding there. I had never known what that place was, and it was a very quirky place inside. But it was a nice little wedding venue. We had a good time there. But it's more than closed. It's gone. Yeah, it's rubble.
It down so fast. I mean.
Yeah, I think there must have been obviously some danger there. Yeah.
It really was like minutes. The fire wasn't even completely out yet. And they said, we need to get this down quickly.
Do they even know what started it yet?
No, because they took it down so fast.
But yeah, a reason. I was just curious if there was a wedding the night before,
I don't know.
Was it the old trash can burning, or was it? I will say it wasn't exactly updated.
I see what you mean. They were trying to preserve the history because that building is old as time.
Yeah.
So maybe they were trying to kind of preserve the.
Yeah. Let me just say,
oldness.
when I was there at the wedding, I knew where the fire exit was. Yeah. Oh, and we lost another historic church in Crawfordsville. That was sad.
What's going on, man?
What's going on? It's just those old churches. It takes so much to. I mean, look at Notre Dame. They didn't even have. I mean, think about that church and that they did not have a dry system for a fire. They had nothing, and it burnt down. It's kind of amazing. No kidding.
Wow, what a place to have a wedding.
Yeah, where's the wedding? Notre Dame.
I didn't even know you could have a wedding there.
In South Bend? No. No. Wow. Crazy. All right, Sasha, I'll check in with you. All right. That is Crosstalk with Sasha and Pat.
It's getting better.
Currently unsponsored. I forgot to ask Ethan whether I need to throw it to him or... There we go.
Well, some folks say that grown-up men are still just little boys. That really the only difference is the price of our toys. We go for macho symbols like guns and running shoes, pickup trucks, hunting ducks, and power tools, power tools.
Hey, good morning. Welcome. This is Saturday's Home and Garden Program, brought to you in part by the Michaelis Corporation. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. My name is Pat. My friend Denny right here. My friend Terry.
Hi.
My really best friend Allison here.
Oh, hello.
And a kid named Ethan. How's everybody doing?
That was a great intro, Pat.
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I see we all have our Yetis with.
Right.
We all brought our Yetis with Pat's face engraved on them, which he gracefully gave us last week.
Love it. Pat has one too, and Pat's looks different. Pat has darker hair.
Oh, yeah. It looks like I have sunburn, too.
Got a little
It's
color,
a little
rosy
shading.
cheeks.
I had a different guy do the lasering on it.
It's nice. We love them.
And this one I gave to Beth because I thought she would like to have,
Sure.
My face on a Yeti cup, and she didn't seem that interested in taking it to work.
Is Beth left-handed? Because that's not a right-handed cup.
I think you just turned around.
You just turned it around. Well,
yeah. Well, now...
No, wait a minute. He's left-handed. Turn it around. Use your right hand.
And they did that on purpose because they said...
Because your picture looks out.
But this is my right hand.
Oh, yeah, but you can't see yourself.
I don't want to see myself. I want Terry to see me.
And you're looking good on the cup.
Oh,
Thank you.
What's in everyone's cup? Mine's a peppermint latte.
Oh, that's so
Good
fancy.
Lord.
I know.
I have coffee with hazelnut.
Ooh.
Cream.
I just have coffee and cream.
Unsweetened iced tea.
Unsweetened iced tea. So I was digging around in my truck looking for my headphones. So
Naturally.
I should have been here a little. I actually got here and what I had done, I had put them in, but I noticed the cheese ball. I still have the cheese ball in the truck.
Oh,
so if you want me to bring it up,
From last weekend?
yeah,
It's still good.
still good. My truck's outside. I mean,
I guess to be fair, it's been cold enough.
It's a big refrigerator, so I thought. But it was stuffed down in the bag, and it's like,
wait
the
a
cheese
minute.
ball's
What type
here.
of jackass leaves a cheese ball in the car for a whole week?
Dude, you need to ride with me for a while.
I don't think so. I'd ride in the cab or the bed of the
in case
truck.
he gets hungry.
Yeah,
It's still good.
yeah. So everything.
I say bring it in.
matter
I
of-
say I'll let Terry eat it. I'll wait an hour and then I'll eat some.
Okay.
Have you ever ridden with somebody who always eats White Castles and they just throw the boxes in the back seat?
No.
Dear Lord.
No.
I mean, it's a smell like nobody's.
I love it, and I wish they made air fresheners.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
White Castle scent.
It would be on a little Christmas tree, and I would love it. I would really love it. Did y'all have a good Christmas?
We did have a good Christmas.
Good.
Really good.
Good. What was did you get something great?
Yes.
What was it?
2 babies.
Mary, there's nothing better.
No.
You can't top that.
I saw
you
the
can't return them
pictures.
either.
All the girls were wearing red pajamas, and all the boys
Yeah.
had these spotty pajama bottoms. I don't even know what they were, but it looked pretty good.
They were Christmas lights, I believe.
Christmas lights.
Yeah.
That's so
Fun
cute.
pictures.
That is the best Christmas ever. How about that? It sure beats
fun.
my musical spoons, which I brought today to entertain you because David wants them out of the house.
Oh, you got.
I can't take
Someone
them
wait,
gifted
anywhere.
you musical
wait, who gave you?
They're like the legit wooden spoons.
Hand carved in Canada.
Oh, I remember
Those Canucks, they can
are
carve
the most.
anything.
They are so fun. Once you start, put your finger in the middle, your index finger in the behind. There you go.
Okay.
And then cup your hand.
Oh,
You won't stop. Me, and I come from the southern Indiana with a banjo on my knee. Oh, Susanna, won't you cry for me?
Yep,
I'm
folks.
from someplace else, and I'm happy as can be.
It's the Home and Garden Show.
we
You
go.
heard it here first.
Who
They're
gifted you
so
these?
fun. My sister and her
Oh,
husband.
do
How
they
fun.
know you?
They're the ones that gave me the metal detector last year.
They're good gift givers.
Did you find
But I
anything
can't
with your metal
stop.
detector?
Oh, we found lots of coins.
Did you go down to Florida with it?
I haven't been to Florida.
that was just in
a
David's
long
sock drawer.
time. Yeah. It's right.
That's a good one,
That's where I
Dan.
started.
Yeah, I bet the down after the hurricane, I bet the metal detector guys have been all over that beach in Fort Myers.
When are you going next? I'm going to send you down with it, and whatever you find,
I'm
we'll split 50-50.
leaving on the 1st. Matter of fact, I won't be here next week.
Oh.
I love to notice. You wouldn't even have remembered.
No.
Okay.
It's so I had a hard time remembering. I told Beth, I said, remind me I have a radio show today. Because
I know.
every day is like, right, Ethan? It's like,
I'm with you on that.
You don't
I
know
was
what
worried about
day
it.
it is.
Do you know the date?
Wait, 28th.
Today's the 28th.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
So you won't be here next week. The first.
That's correct.
Now, will you be here the following week?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. So
Then
you're
I'll
just
miss-
going down to unwind.
Yeah, we're just going down to unwind it. Yep. So that's going to
Unwind
be fun.
it all.
So let me just tell you one more story about my truck. So I have the cheese ball out there, and I have all your gifts and stuff.
Sure.
That I haven't. I want to get them out of the truck at the right time, but I have some time. But so I on Christmas morning, I gave Beth. Not only did I gave her. She got 3 Yetis with my face on it.
3 of them.
Yeah, and different size heads on them.
Oh, wow.
And then I gave her.
lady.
She likes. She's a lucky lady.
Nothing says I love you
So,
like 3
and then
pictures of you.
She likes Bailey's Irish cream, just like a little.
My favorite too.
And so I bought it. So why not engrave my face on that?
Oh my gosh.
So
This is
on
like
the bottle of Irish cream?
yeah,
You can't be stopped.
That is so funny.
and then we sell glass anyways. So I went ahead and had my face on a sheet of glass and then framed it.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Best Christmas
so-
ever for Beth.
So I could tell that she wasn't that. And I did get her a couple books, and I was thinking, I'm not sure she was that thrilled. So then, my son Andrew had given her a piece of jewelry from Curlis.
Oh,
Yep,
from Pete.
Christy. Yep,
Christy.
Pete and Christy. Yep. So then I remembered that I was at Seeds. I was emceeing the Seeds of Hope auction, or the Seeds of Hope dinner. But Big Joe and Zoop, Tom Zupancic, were the auctioneers. So Zoop doesn't take no for an answer. I mean, he was. If you remember Tom Zupancic,
He's a bill collector.
yeah,
He can lift cars.
he lifts cars, pulls planes. He was the strength coach for the Colts for a lot of years, and so
Oh, my gosh.
so
He really could, Allison. He could
I'm
lift
looking
cars.
at my watch and going, I got to get out of here. So there was jewelry, and no one was bidding on it, and so I would just bid $2,000 or whatever it was, and then. Then I had to outbid myself because Zoop won't take just one bid. He wants at least 2 bids. So $2,500. And also bought some nice Colts tickets too. So anyway,
How much money did you go into this auction
It's
with?
for charity.
it's for charity.
You never take money
Seeds
into
of
an
Hope
auction.
is one of our core charitable things. It's Father Glenn O'Connor's started it.
Oh, Seeds
and
of
so that's one of our Salvation Army Seeds of Hope. So anyways, it reminded me. So I went around and I went out to the truck because I threw everything in the truck after
the auction,
Yeah.
after the dinner, you've got your goods,
Right.
you got
So
your
I
tickets,
go out
you
there.
got your jewelry.
Yeah, so it's underneath the cheese ball.
You're like a hill jack
All of a
Santa
sudden,
Claus.
I realized that this jewelry is out there. I didn't even know what it looked like because
Beth
I'd
doesn't
never
even,
seen
or
it.
whoever these are for doesn't even know they got anything. What did you get? What kind of jewelry is it?
I didn't know.
You still don't know.
I did when I went out there, and I thought,
And people trust you with babies?
I don't understand
What the hell?
that, Denny.
so I just remember it was about $3,000 or $2,500 or something, and I thought that jewelry must still be in the back of the truck. So I
Under
go
the
out
cheese
there.
ball?
Yeah, and then I also found a $200 gift card that Seeds of Hope gave me for
All under the cheese
seeing the
ball?
auction.
That
What
must
do
have
you-
been
what
the
do you
biggest
want?
cheese ball ever.
Stop, Ethan. So
Cheese ball.
I go out there and I find the jewelry. She loved it.
Oh,
She
so
loved it.
that
Yeah.
made up for the.
It did.
The
For all
glassware
the-
was
with
it
your
a
pictures on
necklace,
it.
earrings, or what was
It
all?
was a necklace with a little medallion on it.
Aw.
Did you give her the cheese ball too?
No, I saved that for you guys.
Aw.
for us.
You
Because
really
I
shouldn't
thought
have.
we would want.
Well, where's the Colts tickets?
The Colts tickets were used by
Somebody else.
Andrew Cuppy, who's in our warehouse, and they were 50-yard line,
Oh.
9 rows from. It was the Neelys donated that,
Gosh.
and so
Hey, before we go to break, you know your line whenever I introduce you to somebody, you always say, yeah, he owes me money.
yeah.
I tried that line with somebody I'd never met on Christmas
no.
Day.
It's probably your delivery.
You know what? The look on, his wife looked at me and then looked at him like, do you owe him money? But it's one of the
Oh
greatest
my
lines ever.
gosh.
But I did enjoy using it, Pat. I
You
really
made
did.
his wife cry.
And I gave you credit for it. I said, it's my partner on radio. He says it's his best one line.
Oh boy.
He owes me money.
So
That and have you ever been to jail?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
For the little
Do you know how to
kids.
use a zip tie?
I served time. Yeah, exactly. The zip tie. You know what?
Every child you run across when we interview them, hey, do you know how to use a zip tie? The kids are like,
Ethan's getting nervous over there.
what are you talking about?
Yeah, I think we even did that on Kids Radio Camp.
Exactly.
Teaching kids how to make temporary handcuffs out of zip ties. Yeah.
You sure did.
And I showed them how to throw the perp over the... Yeah, you got it. All right. We're coming right back.
So weird.
I know. 93 WI.
I'm over here watching Ethan dance. And you know what you're going to dance? You got to dance on good floors. The easiest, well, not the easiest, but I will say that one of the most common of home improvement projects is new flooring. It is easy to do, and it changes the house like you wouldn't believe. I'm a big fan of E.F. Marburger. They're fine flooring. They're in their 4th generation, and they are as, if not more, competitive than the big box stores. They've come head-to-head with several quotes, and they almost always beat them. The customer is their most valuable asset, and they know how to take care of them. You got to go to this huge showroom in Fishers. It shows the carpet, the hardwood, vinyl, tile, cabinets, countertops. They absolutely will give you free estimates and design consultation. You can sign up for an online, or while you're online, for a free quote. They have designers in the showroom daily. You got to go by and see this. 9999 Allisonville Road, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, even on Saturday, 10 to 4. If you want to learn more about them, go to efmarburger.com. But I tell you what, it's a family-owned business in the 4th generation. Kim and Kelly are the best. Their kids are coming into it, too. Nothing like a family-owned business to give you absolutely everything you need. E.F. Marburger at efmarburger.com.
You shot it out, but I can't hear a word you say. I'm talking loud, not saying much.
Hey, good morning.
I'm criticized.
My name is Pat. My friend Denny,
Hello,
Terry,
Pat.
Allison, Ethan.
Hello.
This is Saturday's Home and Garden program. Unfortunately, we have a short show. IU is playing
Nope.
No, unfortunately, for every listener, we have a full show.
1 o'clock.
But
4 hours.
IU is going to be practicing.
Nope.
And we're going to broadcast the John Herrick will join
Nope.
you.
John's not coming on either.
You almost took my eye out with that.
What was that?
Not unless your eye was below your nose.
Denny threw something at me.
No,
He's
I
shooting
shot
rubber bands
bands.
like a 4th grader.
A rubber
No, I'm
band.
shooting like a professional, at least a 7th grader.
Were you aiming for his cheek?
No, I was aiming for his nose.
It went right
Thank God you
past
had your
my
glasses
eye.
on.
I mean, it could have gone under my glasses.
Why are you wearing your old glasses again?
What?
No, those are his new ones.
Those are his new ones?
No, they're just dirty like the
They're
old
just
ones.
dirty like the old
He's
ones.
worn them in now.
Yep, they're good. Nobody notices anymore.
How many people did you have in the house for Christmas? I was trying to add up all the families. How many did you have in the house?
I think we have 20 in our immediate family.
It's crazy.
Big group.
That's fun though.
It's
was fun.
Catholic.
It's Catholic.
It's so Catholic.
Did you
Giant
sing
families. I
hymns?
love it. I'm
Do you-
envious of it.
When did you do the gift exchange?
You know what? On Christmas Eve, and then Beth's family comes over for Christmas Day, along with all of except for Becky. She went up to the lake to see her in-laws, and then so we have a few more gifts on Christmas Day. Mm-hmm. And
What gift did you enjoy giving the most?
it seemed I think the kids got the most joy out of cash.
That tends to be how it goes.
Yeah. So
I love giving gifts. It's my favorite thing.
is
I
it?
do too.
Yeah.
Would Jane kill
I
me if
don't
we
really
posted
do
the picture of the bathroom?
I don't think so.
You know, I sent you that
Did
picture.
you give her a
and-
new toilet seat?
No,
No.
for Christmas I got Denny a picture of a golden doodle sitting on a toilet, and they hung it in their bathroom.
reading the paper. And we
Reading the
put it
newspaper.
up.
yeah.
We put it up. So I sent Allison a picture of it, and Jane goes, "You shouldn't have put the whole. Come up on crop it up a little bit."
Oh, she didn't like the toilet being in the picture?
No,
Oh, I didn't.
well-
I didn't even notice.
Well, that's good.
That's the cleanest bathroom I've ever seen. So it's beautiful.
Well, people are well aware of what toilets look like.
But
Terry, what about you?
Yeah,
What was your favorite gift to give?
The favorite gift to give? Oh my gosh. My brother-in-law, he has classic cars. and he's got a Roadrunner, a 1969 Roadrunner.
Plymouth Roadrunner.
And I think it's 69. And so we had this metal, it's an artisan thing, an artist do his picture of his car on this metal thing for his bar that says Steve's Garage, 1969 Roadrunner, and it's of his car. And that was kind of a cool gift to give because I think it really meant a lot to him.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That is nice.
I love that. He's kind of gotten me into, and going to classic car shows, I really kind of get it now. The love that these people have of their classic cars, the meanings behind the cars, the years that they buy, and how precious they are to people. And he's got a couple of them. He's got a Chevelle and that Roadrunner, and they're really cool cars. But you kind of get the love of them from the owners.
After the storm came through, the tornadoes came through, did he go out to check those first?
I would imagine he probably did. I don't know that, but I mean, they were precious to him. They're so precious to him, and he loves them, and so do everybody that has those classic cars. And now it's made me think oftentimes after leaving car shows, when we used to do them for Neighbor to Neighbor here at WIBC, that you kind of start to think about what you would want. Maybe a car the year you were born, or maybe the first car that you rode in with
I can tell you that in a heartbeat.
1968
and a half Mustang.
That was your first car?
That was my first car, 68 and a half. And it was a weird thing because the gas
I've never heard anybody tell us about that.
68 and a half.
What was your first car?
A 66 Buick Skylark.
Wow.
That was when you could work on a car. It was great.
That's exactly right.
It cost $300.
$300?
It cost $300.
How many wrecks has it been in?
I'm sorry?
How many wrecks had it been in? $300 for a 60. Well, how old were you when you got it?
15. Because I was young for my class, but I always worked, so I had money. So I bought a car, and then, matter of fact, Deacon Rick over at St. Pius, who was good friends, but he was older, and he didn't have any money. He was, delivered papers.
Hey, I'm sitting right here.
So he delivered, so he drove. He's my chauffeur, kind of. So I had the car, and he had the license.
Wow.
Well, you figure out a way to do it.
Yeah.
Allison, what was your first car?
It was my grandparents' old Mercury. And it felt like I was driving a sailboat around town.
Yeah.
I could feel the wind just moving it.
Yeah, those big cars when they're like boats and they just float.
Oh, my gosh. Me too. Grandpa's.
That's honestly, it's the way to go, because then the likelihood of, a teenager getting in their first crash, then it's, then you can.
What was the first car that you bought, though?
It was a 2008 Avenger.
Okay.
Look at you.
Yeah, I just got really lucky, and it was someone who worked from home, so they never drove it, so it had like really low mileage.
I always look for something cute.
And then I totaled it in Castleton.
Yeah. I wanted something cute and stupid.
Did you buy your first car?
Yeah, the first car I bought. I had a hand me down, as we said, like from Grandpa. But then the first car I bought, and it was just I wanted it because in Knightstown that's what you did. You cruised, right?
Sure.
You cruised, and so you wanted to be kind of known for what car you were in, and so I bought.
Oh no!
A 1975 TR7.
Oh my gosh! A Triumph?
It looks like a wedge of cheese, and it had a bent frame, and I didn't realize what that even meant.
How much was that?
I don't know.
Was it a stick or an automatic?
Was it called again?
A TR7, a Triumph TR7, where you couldn't buy tires for. You couldn't do anything from it here. I mean, it was a little foreign car, and nobody had any parts for it.
What color was it?
It was brown.
And what year? What year was it? 75.
Like a 75, 76,
maybe. It was like a 5-year-old car. Or when did you wait?
Terry.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, when did you buy it? In high school or later?
No, that's not what it is. A Triumph TR7 is more like, it really was like a wedgie. It looked like a piece of cheese.
Is this when you were working at WIBC?
No. This is when I was probably working at Arby's.
Now, when you say wedgie to Pat, that's an entirely different concept.
Older.
Yeah.
It looked more like this.
Denny, speaking of, while the girls are looking at the photos, this is because you're kind of a financial guy, and I always look at the whoopee cushion index for the next year.
I don't know what that is.
Just to see how December sales of the whoopee cushion.
Oh, the actual whoopee cushion.
So, and this is just.
It's like so good.
It's kind of a microcosm. It's just at our store, but whoopee cushion sales were up 7%. So I think that bodes well for the economy
Well, sure
for
it does.
2025.
People still love them.
I think it's funny that you still sell them.
Wow.
Cynthia's
That's an
Hallmark was
ugly
telling
car.
me. Oh, it was
incredibly ugly.
but it was so cute.
But it was
in a way.
yours. It was yours.
But
Jenny's
Cynthia's
face.
Hallmark couldn't keep the leg lamps in from
really?
Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
So
those.
people still really love that too.
You know what? That every year, and I think that maybe we didn't have them last couple of years, but the moose mug from Christmas Family Vacation.
People love it.
And we ordered 100 of them, and I thought, and sure enough, like a week before Christmas, we saw it 50. It's like, don't
I
worry.
stopped to look at them when we were in your store.
Don't
in the
worry.
radio
And then
con.
every one of them.
They were
is
gone.
Yep.
People still love them. Those movies, those things.
We saw a ton of all of those movies, puzzles,
Yeah.
you know, and the whole bit. They still love those movies, is right.
It's so quiet today. Isn't it quiet? It
Yeah, it
feels
is.
quiet. We were talking on the first day a couple weeks ago about how you wish you could have that Christmas spirit all year round. It probably would be a little much, and you'd probably get bored with it. But I think it's the lights.
Yeah.
Like the lights make me still feel so Christmassy.
Yeah, I was thinking about that because we have lights in the studio. I'm like, I kind of want to leave them up because it's been so dark and gray.
Yes, and we can talk about that. Do you need a break? What kind of? You're running a sloppy show today, pal.
Well, he tried to have you break last segment, and you told him
All
to
of a
sit down.
sudden, we're 4 minutes over. We're almost 5 minutes over our break.
Sometimes
What
I
kind of
just gotta
job-
let you fly.
What kind of job
You know,
are
I
you
just
doing
gotta let
over
you
here,
fly.
Ethan? It's like, you know, I'm glad they don't seem to care. All right, when we come back, let's talk about when to take down your tree
Okay.
and when to take down your outdoor lights.
Perfect.
93 WIBC. You know, you're off work. Well, some of us are, and we've had quite a bit of rain, have some more coming in. Might be a good time to get out and kind of look, do a little inspection on the outside of the house. Do you have water coming into the foundation? And then if you have problems, I would call Swainco. I use Swainco for all of the encapsulation of our crawl spaces. It's really the best thing is to condition that crawl space like any other part of the home. But they'll also look at the water table and whether if there's water in there, is it coming from clogged gutters? Is it coming from a negative grade? Or is it just a natural high water table that needs a French drain system? They do it all. Wood repair, anything that goes on in that crawl space, Swainco can handle. The number is 407-1868. That's 317-407-1868. Adam Swain is the owner. Just tell him I said to call. They won't care. They don't even know who I am. 407-1868, SwaincoLLC.com.
Not long ago, we would walk on the sidewalk. Innocent, remember, all we did was care for each other. But the night was warm, we were bold and young. All around, the wind blows, we would only hold on to let go. Focus, fire gun, we need someone to lean on. Focus, fire gun, all we need is somebody
Is this your girl?
to lean on.
Allison, who is this?
This is
Major Laser.
Major Laser's like a DJ
Is that the DJ?
Oh. So,
with a singer.
so
M.O. M.O.
Have you guys seen the new Trivia Pursuit?
Kinda M.O.
I like the song.
The new Trivia Pursuit is now by generations. You've got the greatest generation, baby boomers, and so whichever you are in the group, those are the cards you get for Trivia Pursuit. It's a new approach to,
I hate separating the generations.
Pat, you would get your butt smoked if you played other people because that's what all the questions would be.
But I think it'd be funnier if you gave different generations different
Yeah. Oh, now see,
trivia
Allison,
cards.
there's
so
something
like
to
millennials
that.
would have to answer boomer questions. Boomers would have to do Gen Z.
Right.
I think that's more interesting.
That would
Pretty
be
cool.
interesting.
What's the new generation going to be from 2025
That's
on?
alpha. Oh,
There's a new generation coming, and I missed it because they sent it through our financial planning magazine, and I didn't pick it up.
So there's a new generation coming. You're doing that like it's a,
Gen
a
Alpha.
swarm.
Gen Alpha, I bet
between
that's it.
2010 and 2024.
There's a new generation. It's a 17-year locust.
All right, tell me about my lights because I'm taking down my Christmas tree. When
Okay.
tell me
so
what I'm supposed
first
to do
of all,
here, boss.
Christmas trees. We will take our Christmas tree down After the first of the year.
Well, you're going to
Allison?
be gone.
We have people.
I would say usually like mid-January.
Mid-January? Very
Yeah.
nice. I like that.
Yeah.
January 1st. We're taking ours down.
January. You said yours were already down.
No. I didn't say that.
Rewind the tape.
We put them up the day after Halloween on All Saints Day because I want to get them up. But by January 1st, I'm done.
Are you just over it?
I'm just over it.
How about you, Tara? She has a look of somebody that's already taken
Ethan.
a tree down.
No. Oh, wait a minute. Oh,
There you
no, not at all. It's still up. But really, the 12 days of Christmas starts Christmas Day, right?
Right.
So then whatever,
Goes
12
to the 6th, doesn't it?
goes
Is
to
that
the
right?
6th.
Yeah.
The monument, yeah, our Circle of Lights right here come down on the 11th. I kind of like the 11th.
Yeah, that's solid.
All right, question number 2. Could you still watch a Christmas movie right now?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
See, me too.
Yes.
Some people they're done.
What's your favorite? I have 3 that I have to watch.
Movies?
Yeah.
We have watched Miracle on 34th Street.
I love that one. That
older
was on this week.
Although I like the newer one too. And when I say newer, it's probably 80s or 90s.
90s.
What about White Christmas?
White Christmas? I've not seen that this year.
Christmas Vacation?
No, I've never seen that movie.
Really?
You've never seen Christmas
No.
Vacation? How about Home Alone?
Home Alone we watched. I
Home
like
Alone
Home Alone. Yep. And there was another one we watched. And you say, well, why haven't I watched? Beth doesn't like silly movies like
Elf.
She hates Elf.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
So
I
she
love
doesn't
Elf.
really care for that. So I kind of like to watch what she wants.
What's your favorite?
I like Santa Claus.
Yeah.
My favorite.
With Tim
That's
Allen.
my fun to
Tim
make.
Allen.
That's a good one.
Me,
Yeah.
I watched all 3 of them this past weekend
Oh,
too.
did
I
you?
just
I
love
thought you
them
were
all
going to
in
tell
a
me
row.
how to take my tree down.
We are.
The other one
ask
is,
about the
I
movies.
really highly recommend this one. It's on Amazon Prime right now. It's a new Christmas movie, and it's with The Rock, and it's called The Red One.
Oh, I've
red
been
one.
seeing that
And
advertised. Is it good?
Really good. I think it's good. It's just it's a futuristic Santa, all fit.
Isn't The
and
Rock
he
like the
gets
security
kidnapped.
guard?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's a
For
security
Santa
guard.
Claus.
But it's kind of futuristic. I won't tell you because when the first time you see the reindeer, you're like, oh my god. I mean, it's so
Okay.
good.
I do want to say this. I know we're supposed to be talking about lights outside, but Santa Claus, who comes to the store, some of Santa Claus, they're not liking some of the ads where Santa's real buff and all the
Yeah.
like the car ads. They're,
Right.
Some of them aren't
A little more
too
jolly.
hip with that. And we actually did take a complaint about someone saying, did I say that last week, I think? that
Santa
Santa's
Claus was too buff?
Too heavy.
Oh,
You had one that said it was
wait
too
a minute.
thin.
Too
Right.
heavy?
Yeah. Yeah. How's that possible?
I don't know.
Jolly old elf.
Jolly old elf.
Yeah.
You know who's somebody
Wild.
who's probably make a buff Santa Claus?
Joe Polizzi.
That'd be a good one.
That'd be a good one. If only
Joe-
he was on the phone.
Joe, that was right on
Yeah.
the tip of my
You could
tongue.
tell him.
Joe Polizzi.
Hi, Joe.
Ho, ho, ho. How you doing?
Attaboy, Joe.
How was Christmas, Joe?
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Had the family in and the big spread and all the gifts and the chestnuts over the open fire. Absolutely perfect. How about you?
We had a really good couple days, and a day and a half, and then we got to go back to the after Christmas sale, which is terrifying. So,
Oh, yeah.
how many people did you have?
Oh, I can
did you
imagine.
have a Christmas at your place?
Yes. I bet there were 16 people around the table. It was
That's fun.
nice size. Yes. Nice size.
I love that. How's
Everything's
Ben?
good.
How's Ben? Terry wants to know how Ben is. Ben
used to
Polizzi.
work here.
Yep.
Right,
Ben
and he's
is
on
good.
all the
Ben,
love shows.
He was baptized by Pat that day that something didn't work, and Pat
He didn't know
scared the
how to
heck out
use
of
the
him.
phones, Joe. He
That
didn't
was
know
so,
how to use
I
the
wish we
phones
would have
at
kept
all.
a tape from that. That was so
was
funny. I mean, Ben is a very good-looking young man.
Yes, he
And-
really is on reality shows trying
really
to
is.
find love.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Joe's
He,
trying to talk about flooded basements here.
Well, we just want to find out how Ben's doing.
Richard's just going to have to wait. But anyways, Ben's sitting in, and he did the overnights. Well, he'd never run a live show, and he just looked at me with those big eyes. Go, I don't know how to run a commercial.
Yeah. That's called he got scared straight.
Well, that's great. So
But
tell
he's doing well. He did a
Good.
show. He did a show here, at the Helium Club on the 18th of December and stayed through Christmas. And he's back in L.A. now, but he's doing great, and I'll make sure he knows you guys are asking about him.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Thank
remember, when he's a big star, his friend's right here. We're still here. We're still here. So what's going on at Michaelis Corporation this weekend?
Well, it's a steady flow. There's always something going on, and again, we're just fortunate to be able to help people in rough times. Something overflows or something gets punctured on Christmas Eve, and it's a disaster when you've got a family full and you want to put on your best performance. But just so proud to say how well trained and how our group responds. It all goes back to the training, the leadership, the tradition, the expectations that Richard has put in place, and I love it. It's a great tribute to be able to send out a group of guys that take care of things, do it absolutely right, first class, professionally, and then get out of there and try to make a poor situation much, much better.
There you go. Well, Joe, thanks for spending a little time with us. We know that Michaelis is there 24/7, 365. So if you need help, remember this number, 844-FIX-INDY. That's 844-FIX-INDY. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
Lift my heart up when the rest of me is down.
Now you're talking. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a special holiday edition of In the Weeds with Denny Smith.
Yay!
Wow.
Oh, let me get my spoons.
And we are brought to you by the fine folks at EF Marburger, 9990 North.
They'll probably rethink that after the top of
I think so. Why are you trying to mess up
Well, I just
that?
think they're going to.
These are wonderful ladies and great, fine floors.
Well, they're smart business women,
All right,
too.
so everybody keeps their own score on this, but I've got some questions about the state of Indiana.
Okay.
I'm going to predict that Terry Lynn Stacy will win this.
Don't do
Here we go.
that.
December 11th.
Most December 11th. What?
What is that day?
Indiana Day.
It's Indiana. That's when we became the
state.
All
which
right.
state?
Hey,
18th, 19th,
this is my
17th?
In the Weeds.
all
I
sorry.
get to ask a question.
Okay,
Everybody
go,
ready?
Denny.
Most of the state of Indiana's rivers flow from where and where?
From the west to the east.
That was absolutely wrong. It's from the south and west. That's really good. How long is the shoreline on Lake Michigan, state
that's
of Indiana?
easy.
How many?
312 miles.
Terry Lynn?
I would say 312 miles.
I would say at least more than 30 feet.
Price is Right rules.
All right, Allison wins. It's only 40 miles long.
Wow.
That's kind of funny. What's the state flower of Indiana?
Oh, that's easy. The peonies.
Peony.
Yeah.
Peonies. All right.
Peonies.
The state motto of Indiana.
Oh, Crossroads of America.
Good job, Terry Lynn. She
On
got
all
this.
of our
I thought it was We Don't Want You Here.
Used to be.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody's coming from California and all these liberal states because it's cheaper to live here, but they're bringing their politics, so I don't know what we're going to get with
We're
all
still
that.
red.
Yeah, I think so. What is the official tree in the state of Indiana? Pat.
Sycamore. Oh, no, tulip.
Tulip
because
tree.
Denny hates them.
I love them.
I'm not How do you remember that, Allison?
Tulip is it?
All right. How
Awful
many
tree.
species of trees, plus or minus, are native to Indiana?
Oh,
That's
it's a very
easy.
low number.
Yep, that's easy. 87.
Oh, that's not a good guess.
Okay, I don't know.
All right, Miss.
Time's up.
Time's up.
Is it? Let me see if I can see the paper.
Oh no, I want to know some Marty Pants. You said 87 was wrong. What
I
do you
don't. I
think?
don't know. I think it's more like 45.
I'm going to say 30.
Pat actually came the closest with 100 species of trees. It's 102.
Wow.
Thank you very much, everyone.
All right, and now if you get this one, I will say that you are a real Hoosier. The official song of the state of Indiana is called what?
Back home again.
It has to do with
Indiana.
Oh my gosh, it has to do with White River.
Terry, I gave you all the credit in the world, and you suck at
I
this
don't
game.
think it's back home again in Indiana.
No, it's
is it?
not.
It's on the banks of the Wabash.
No. Terry
Lynn.
Lynn comes through. Here we go. Oh, the moonlight's fair tonight along the Wabash. That's the song, On the Banks of the Wabash. That's the
Small
same
Town
song.
by John
that
Mellencamp.
sounds like Back Home Again, Indiana. You're singing the tune.
Oh, the moonlig's fair tonight along the Wabash.
And
From the
I long
field
for
comes
my
Indiana home. So
Sorry, it's
back
Cole,
home again
it's
in
Cole
Indiana.
Porter.
Town.
It's Cole Porter. Okay, what are the two famous explorers that actually started off from Fort
Smith and
Wayne?
Wesson.
No, Lewis and Clark.
Oh,
Lewis and Clark.
That's
Terry, you're
right.
doing pretty good. What famous World War II fighter was manufactured in the United States or in Indiana?
Wait, what? Say that again?
What
person?
World War II fighter plane that was
fighter
manufactured?
plane.
It was actually manufactured in Evansville, Indiana. It was called the largest fighter bomber. I'm giving you lots of clues here.
Was it the something with the word big in it?
Did it start with B?
It starts with a P. A
the letter F in it?
P-47 Thunderbolt.
Oh, okay.
Thunderbolt.
Yeah, you guys are good.
I like that one.
Who is the largest popcorn producer in the United States?
Oh, it's it is
what
us.
county?
What county?
It's Indiana.
White.
It's Indiana. That was really a softball. I mean,
Is it a white county?
Oh, Indiana was the
Indiana.
answer.
Oh.
How many letters plus or minus are written to Santa Claus, Indiana every year?
6,000.
20,000.
I would say more like 3 million, 5 million.
1/2 million.
Wow.
Peru, Indiana is known as what?
Circus City.
God, Terry, I told you
knew
Terry
it.
was going to get
She
this.
is Miss Indiana.
Park County is known as what?
What do you mean?
Park County Covered Bridge.
Covered-
That Pat
bridges?
gets that one. Did you know it's illegal for liquor stores to sell you cold soft drinks or water in Indiana?
Really?
Really? Isn't that crazy?
What?
Yeah. Also in Indiana, it's illegal for someone with a mustache to kiss a stranger.
That should be for everybody.
This, Pat, I did
Now,
not.
this is exactly what our politicians should be doing.
Yeah. Pat, I did not know this, but in Lake Michigan, in Indiana, that 40-mile coast, there are 3 plants that you wouldn't think are native to Indiana, but they absolutely are. The prickly pear cactus, lichen mosses, and bearberry. Have you ever heard of bear like
No,
bear?
not
Never heard of
bearberry.
that? All right, now this one I think that you will get. Who made the Raggedy Ann doll?
Oh, who made
1940.
it? Who made her famous?
The person?
Yeah, who made? I thought it was a household name. Marcella Gruella? Have you never heard of Marcella Gruella?
No, we had that. That's a dessert, isn't it? I like
I went to a
mine with
Raggedy Ann
whipped
tea
cream.
party once in the Historical Society when I was a little girl.
I'll give you a couple more and then I'll bag this. But more than 200 different makes of cars were produced in Hoosier State. Oh, we have one. Thank you, Terry. I'm not used to seeing that from anybody else. Who is Sarah Walker, and how did she become one of the nation's first women millionaires? Who is Sarah Walker?
She's Madam Walker Theater.
Very good.
Cosmetics.
CJ was her husband's name, who was the salesman for the corporation, and she was Madam CJ because that was the culture of the time. Her real name was Sarah, and she was unbelievable. All right, this one.
30 seconds.
What? Okay, last one. Where was the first practical gasoline pump invented? What city in Indiana?
Gas City.
That would make sense.
Cambridge.
Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne.
Fort
Wayne.
Well, there you go,
I
Pat.
should have known that.
It's all yours. You
That
got
was a
10
good one,
seconds.
Jenny.
You got 10
Good
seconds.
trivia.
That was a good one. So then I guess we'll talk about Christmas lights and one on the other side.
Okay.
What do
Stay
you
on
say?
the edge of your seat.
Yeah. Hour number 2 is coming up. Hey, Sasha. So we were talking about when do you take your Christmas tree down? Mm-hmm.
It's Rob Kendall.
I doubt that. No. Do they have a huge crowd? Wow, that's kind of cool. So, because I'm a firm believer in leaving some lights up. I get it if you have flashing, Santa Clauses and stuff like that. But like we just have, our house is trimmed in white lights. I'd leave them up till St. Patrick's Day. I think it's so gloomy around this city in January and February. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, it just breaks through the darkness and the gloom. All right, well, we're on the same page. All right, if you need me to do any reporting or anything like that, I'm here. I know. I can't. This is shocking that this is not sponsored yet.
I asked the gals at EF Marburger, and they just said no thanks.
Yeah. Well,
they're pretty shrewd marketers.
You know what? Maybe I'm going to get a linoleum company then. You know what? Actually,
Kelly, he's just kidding.
We have a funny coasters. You know, we have these funny saying coasters, and one of them is, and then Satan said, "Put linoleum over the hardwood floor." That was kind of funny. See you, Sasha. All right, we're coming right back. 93 WIBC.
Well, some folks say that grown-up men are still just little boys, that really the only difference is the price of our toys. We go for macho symbols like guns and running shoes, pickup trucks, hunting ducks, and power tools, power tools, power tools. Yeah, you just plug them in the wall and think of all you can do.
Is this the year we're going to get rid of this song?
What are you doing?
You try about this time every year, and
What
you know
are
what? Our
you doing?
listeners
First of all,
are
you're not
very upset
coachable.
about it.
You've only been. Come on, don't get rid of our song.
I burnt my mouth on your kolache.
Well, it's because you put it in the nuclear microwave at 4 minutes and 27 seconds. 20 seconds, Pat.
Now I'm sad.
Why are you sad?
Because I burnt the roof of my mouth.
Ugh, that is
Wash
the
it down with
worst.
the hot coffee.
You should go home.
No, that's
Thank you. That's the best idea I've heard all day. So what were we talking about?
We're talking about lights. Christmas
No, we're
lights.
talking about that song, getting rid of the song.
You're not getting rid of the song.
No.
Oh, come on. Ray Stevens? Terry Lynn, what is the matter with you?
Thank you, Terry. Sit down and be the voice of reason.
Oh, now wait a minute.
She makes great
Knightstown,
radio when
Indiana,
she's
voice of
screaming across
reason.
the room.
Make sure you turn her mic on there, Spanky.
Yeah.
So,
What songs would
Are
you
you
guys
doing
replace it
wait a
with?
minute,
I think
Ethan,
it
are you
should-
doing a selfie over there? Oh,
I think it
okay.
should definitely be a Taylor Swift song.
Oh, like Shake It Up.
Yeah.
Shake It Off.
Mm-hmm.
Shake It Out.
You're trying to bring me to your side, aren't you?
That's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
Hit her with the
I don't know
Taylor.
if we can afford that.
Well, I think we can play any song we
Something
want.
new. How about this? How about you pick 3 songs that we really love, and then the
rotate
listeners
'em.
vote.
Then, that's Terry. That's a pretty good idea. We should
Let them vote.
let everybody choose 1 or 2 songs every
Right.
week and say this is up in the mix.
Yeah,
What
we
do you
do. No, by the end of January, we'll have a new song.
I'm telling you, the listeners
So
aren't going to like
you're
it.
sick of this song too.
Done.
Don't talk with your
Thank
mouth
you.
full. Are you really sick of this
I
song?
think there's other songs that are better.
Every other home show, now this is Home and Garden, every other home show in the country plays Crosby, Stills, and Nash,
Oh,
Our
Our
House.
Which
is
used
a
to
very,
be your
very, very
theme,
nice
right?
house.
Good.
For a while,
So
it was.
why do you
the-
want to be like all the other failures?
Well, we don't want that one.
Because I'm a follower. I don't know if you knew
Oh
that.
yeah, you're a real follower.
It's
Okay.
it's really up to the
Okay.
2 of you.
Now you have
But
tried to
I think
start-
voting is good.
3
No, no,
different
you're
segments
team
you have
member.
promised you're going to tell us what to do with our freaking lights when we take them down. What should we do
I
with
didn't say that. I was asking.
about Christmas trees?
Well,
When you took them down.
I think
I thought you were going to tell me that
I
you
think-
got to make sure you change all the
I
lights
think you're
before you take them down.
I think you're channeling something that I.
'cause
didn't
you wanna
say
get rid of my
because
song.
it's something that you want to hear.
Oh.
What we were talking about, we were going to talk about, which I just did with Sasha, and how long do you leave your outdoor lights up?
You
First
did
we
that
ta-
in crosstalk. You said we were going to do that at the bottom of the hour.
Well, that's,
Denny's feeling left out.
I know. Well, Denny.
No, I want to know what to do with the lights. I really and truly.
What would you do with them, Denny?
Yeah,
What do you
Dan.
do with them?
no. Let me tell you. What county are you in?
What county am I in?
Yes.
Hamilton?
You throw them away.
He had that all planned, didn't
I
he?
don't think you should throw them away. That
No,
seems
you-
like it's bad for the environment.
No, it's really good. It's like
they're putting your artificial tree in the
No,
ground.
it's Mr. Retail over there trying
not.
to sell new
no.
lights.
Christmas lights are somewhat like peat moss.
in the sense of
It just kind of aerates the soil.
no.
And
I don't think it does.
it's like a mulch.
Allison is smiling and I'm smiling. You're amazing. You really are.
Amazing.
I think
idiot.
that's a terrible idea. The better idea is to bury your phones.
Well,
Boy, somebody's
Okay.
got an edge this morning.
No, I'm just saying. I
Okay.
just think the lights in the ground are a bad idea. You just don't throw them out.
Okay.
actually, the Indianapolis Zoo, they have a bucket out front that if you want to recycle your lights, you can drop them off.
Yeah.
Oh, and did you know that
You
the
know what they
great
do?
big
You know what
tree
the zoo does with them?
Give them to the animals.
They just cross over 70 into Ohio.
And
They dump them in a ditch over there.
Did you hear that?
I'm kidding, Zoo. I'm kidding.
The beautiful tree at
Lightbright.
AES.
Its name is Lightbright.
Its name is Lightbright.
Uh-huh.
Well, Lightbright is gone. Is going to be gone. This is the last year for
why?
it. They can't get bulbs for it. It's not repairable, and
They're the electric company.
they're the electric company.
But they can't find this. That's what they're saying.
How
They're
many years was
liars.
it, Terry? It was like 35 years?
17,000 LED lights, and
Where is this tree again?
it's
on the corner.
It's Allison. It's one of these traditions when you come down for Circle of Lights, it goes on at the same time, and it's spectacular. It's a
it's really
spectacular
cool.
tree.
It's in
And
the AES building.
Been
right
there
at-
for
Yes.
over 20
So
years.
I
I just
assume
want to clarify for listeners
Oh,
what we were
I'm
talking
sorry.
about.
Lightbright. I think a lot of people know who Lightbright is. Maybe. I mean,
I'd
a lot
never-
of you have your picture
I had
taken
never
by
heard
Lightbright.
the name before. I just love the tree.
Yeah,
It's the last year, huh?
this is it.
This is it.
A tradition gone. We just keep throwing them out the window, don't
Yeah, they don't
Oh,
care about
Terry.
us anymore.
we? We just keep getting rid of them.
Actually, on Channel
Hey,
13 tomorrow.
Before you
Lifting
do
your
that,
spirits
this is a
everywhere
good
at the Home
time
and
to talk.
Garden Show.
This is a good time to talk about development in the rural counties.
No, stop it.
See, you've already lit the fuse. You might as well get the full
No,
package
let's
here.
not. This is still a holiday week. Let's just treasure the time we have together and enjoy each other's company. And
I think tomorrow on Channel 13, maybe, I talk about lights and how to
You dog.
take care of your lights. And I will say,
Do you really?
Yeah, I think because I had to film a few because of our vacations and different things. But it seems like that would be what's
that was
coming
your
up.
conversation,
Yeah, it's conversation.
but you don't necessarily want to talk about it here. Then
Oh, I don't care. So, what I would say about just what your Christmas tree, your artificial Christmas tree, before you put it away, replace all the burnout bulbs. Because number
That's a
one thing
really
that
good
kills our light strands is burnout bulbs. Less on better trees, like the trees that we sell at the store has voltage regulator chips in them. So it doesn't damage them
Is
as
that the
much.
double Zener diode thing?
Matter of fact, it is.
Yeah.
But on a regular light set, they're blocked in 50s, 50 lights to a block. Even if it's a 100 light set, it'll be 50 and 50. That's why only half would go out. And as the lights start to go out, the voltage starts to go to less and less bulbs. In other words, when one goes out, now the voltage is going to 49, 48. And as they get brighter, that's what there's called being in cascade light failure.
Everybody thinks Jesus is talking to them when they're around the tree, but really,
Look at that! The tree's getting, brighter
and brighter.
Grandma! No, that's cascade light failure. So replace those bulbs now, I think would be a good thing, because Christmas next year, you don't have time. We're busy. So the other thing that I think is the garlands. People don't treat garlands very kindly.
Well, when you're done with Christmas, you just start shoving stuff in boxes.
Correct.
I know.
You just start-
Yeah.
and
Put it away.
Get it away.
And the garlands are not inexpensive. With a lit garland is not inexpensive, but they generally don't have the higher tech light sets on them. So it's really important to replace those.
Is that a money thing that you can't
Right
get
now,
the good
Allison
lights?
is yawning in my face.
I know.
I'm sorry. I at least covered my mouth.
Yeah.
She's bored.
Were you up late last night?
I was not. No, I was just a little tired.
What do you want to talk about?
No, I think you're talking. That's great. I'm just sleepy in
Quit
general.
picking on
No,
Allison.
no.
It's
Okay,
time
let
for a
me
break.
let
Look.
me hold on. Let me just read this. So, anyways, I was reading an article about when Taylor Swift puts her lights away.
Oh boy, that'll get her.
She keeps them up till
And
January.
what music she has a soundtrack of her own.
Yeah.
That she, and it's called Christmas Pack Up.
People always ask me if Pat Sullivan really is funny, and he really is because he's so light on his feet. You know, Allison's yawning, so you start talking about Taylor
Swift.
That's
It's
pretty
like
good.
that's serious. She actually is very particular. She packs her own lights.
How do you know? Are you reading
She's a
teen
customer.
magazines again?
Yeah, yeah.
Are you Tiger Beat? Are you
I
still
read it
getting
in
Tiger Beat?
17. Is that still a magazine? I don't know. 17?
I don't know. Is
17
Tiger
and-
Beat?
Is
Tiger
it?
Beat and what was the other one? Oh man,
Is 17 still a magazine?
I don't remember. I just remember Tiger Beat and
17.
And you,
Teens, I don't remember. Teen Beat or something. I don't know.
Maybe, you know what? Teen Beat sounds right.
Oh, boy.
Anyway.
What do you want?
He wants you to have a break.
Let me take a break. Do you have to go to the bathroom or something? Kind of.
I'm going to take a quick
Number
power
one
nap.
or number two? It's going to be a long break. Coming right back, 93 WIBC.
Hey, this is Denny Smith for Exercise Inc. If you've been waiting to start an exercise program, you still got a few days here in December to really collect big from Exercise Inc. If you call in or just walk in for a consultation, they're going to give you 2 free visits, but you got to start it here in December. If you wait to January 1st, it's too late. So why not reach out to them at exerciseinc.com? They got 5 locations: Zionsville, Avon, Brownsburg, Greenwood, now in Fishers. 20 minutes a week can change your life. It's changed my life. I've been doing this for 19 years, and I never thought I would keep going because I was so cynical when I started. But I tell you what, about after the 4th or 5th visit, I realized it was the real deal. It just sort of sunk in and said, yeah, I get it. And I've been doing that for 19 years. You can do it too. Change your life in 20 minutes a week. 20 minutes, that's it. 5, sometimes 6 exercises. But do it now. Don't wait till January, because not only do you get the free consultation, but you get 2 free visits. You just got to do the consultation or sign up for the consultation in December. 750-2219 or exerciseinc.com.
Lift my heart up when the rest of me is down. You enchant me even when you're not around. If there are boundaries, I will try to knock them down.
This is one of our selections for our new show, Bump.
Really?
Yeah.
Speaking of songs, I did hear a new Christmas song that I really, really like. You guys know who Pentatonics is?
Oh, sure.
I do.
Have you ever heard...
They're a new group, I've heard.
I heard they're new.
Have you ever heard their "O Come All Ye Faithful" tune?
We have.
It is unbelievable.
You should have heard them at the do the national anthem
Wasn't
on
that
Christmas
wonderful?
Day.
Wasn't
it
that
was really
wonderful?
one of the best I've ever heard.
Of course, some people are like, what? Hey, they just need to sing it the way it was written and meant to be sung.
It's
Get
just
off my
beautiful.
porch.
It's really one of the best ever.
I subscribe to grouchy.com. Joining us on the program, we haven't heard from him in a couple weeks, but we go to North Cicero, Fulton.
Hello, how are you guys this morning?
We're
Doing
good.
good. How are you?
Doing all right. How was you guys' Christmas?
It was really good. How about you?
Got some neat stuff.
What'd you get? What was your favorite gift?
Well, I got a PlayStation 5 this Christmas.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
PlayStation 5.
I'm still got the one.
You're old school.
Just the one.
PlayStation 1.
Ah,
Not that good, is it?
no, it's not. And I also got a new bike, so I've been working on that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Man, you.
Good Christmas for
How many
sure.
how many siblings do you have, Fulton?
Well, I just have the one.
Don't sound so disappointed. What is their name?
Carlson.
Colton?
My youngest sibling is Carlson.
Carson. Is that a Carson? Is that a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
Boy. How old is he?
Yeah. He is just turned 24 on December 19th.
Oh, congratulations.
Happy birthday.
Well, that's great. What's going on in your life?
Well, I'm about to start the season for basketball. We've got a big tournament coming on January 26th. And we're going to be playing in, I forget what it's called. Wabash.
Oh, Wabash.
Yep, Wabash, Indiana.
Hey, Fulton, have you ever seen the Harlem Globetrotters?
Ooh.
No, I never seen them.
You know, look them up.
They're so fun.
Look them up. They're fun. And I was thinking maybe you could work in some of their moves and their tricks into your basketball game.
Okay. Yeah, I can.
Yeah, just look them
like
up,
that.
and it'll come right up on the internet.
They usually come here on Martin
Yeah.
Luther King.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they usually play here.
They do?
Have
Oh.
at Gainbridge.
Yeah. You know what? Fulton, you need to call JMV and have them get you tickets.
January 18th.
I sure will.
January 18th.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, sweet.
Okay.
And I'm going to be on America's Got Talent pretty soon. So.
Oh, are you? Are you going to try out?
Yep. I'm going to be trying out.
So, and what of your in singing or playing?
Yep. I'll be singing this time. So.
Okay. Where are those? Where are the auditions at?
Well, it's on virtual this time of year.
Oh, really? Okay.
So we're going to see if they can email me back and see if I can make it to the next round. I know I have been trying a couple of years.
Yeah. So have you ever thought about, and because this would be an idea that would make you stand out, you ever thought about adding in any cowbell? And I was thinking I could come in and like do the cowbell.
Or wooden spoons.
Or wooden spoons, you know, something a little more unique.
That could work.
Yeah.
That would work. So.
Yeah.
But John wants me to do a song called September by Earth, Wind, and Fire on the
It's my
ukulele.
favorite all-time song.
That is a good song.
And one last thing. In 2025, I heard somebody said on Facebook that Earth, Wind, and Fire is going to have the Shining Star turning 50 next year.
Wow. Great song.
They are so fun to see in concert. If you get a chance, sometimes they come with Chicago, and it's kind of cool because it's Earth, Wind, and Fire, and they're real hip and they're great dancers. And then Chicago is a bunch of white dudes that can't move, and they can only move their trumpets back and forth, and like Earth, Wind, and Fire like spins them on their wheel. You know, they're just crazy. So it really is if you can ever see them both together, it's a crazy show. A lot of fun.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, hey, listen, I know you got to go.
Busy guy.
So have a good rest of your day and a good rest of your holiday week, okay?
Happy New Year's.
Yep, you too. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, and then get back to work. I want a lot of a lot of practice, auditions, and think about that cowbell.
It's a good tip.
So Pat has a cowbell. Terry has wooden spoons.
Yep.
Denny, what's going to be your instrument of choice?
I have a tambourine and a
probably his
maraca
backup.
if you need it.
It'd be like the vocals, backup
Probably
vocals.
piano. I would go with piano.
You should
That's
be.
not fun.
We should have a band. Next year at the Radiothon, we should perform.
We should.
That's a great idea.
Didn't we
think we
used to
should.
have
We should.
WIBC singers? I somehow remember.
We were singers.
We
were
were
WIBC singers, and we actually did a Christmas album.
What?
No, you didn't.
No way.
Have no idea where it is. Lonnie
who?
Perkins produced it.
Oh, Lonnie? Okay.
And who all was on this album? Do you remember?
Everybody, copywriters, everybody that worked on air. We all sang, and we really sang like we thought we were really good.
Okay,
We
I
did
obviously
duets,
was
we did
not
duets.
asked. I obviously was not asked to
Yeah,
do
there
that.
was a
It
good
was actually
reason.
before I was even on the air.
Oh, okay. So before me.
Yeah.
We had some great singers. There was a guy who would write stuff. His name was Tom, and he would but he sang in the choirs around Indianapolis. Just a beautiful baritone voice. And then I just remember the singers. It was cool. I'm watching Terry put away her life.
I just think we could resurrect this.
I think we could too. I mean,
we
Matt
probably
Hibble
need a
plays
cowbell,
guitar.
Pat.
We could have a really good, a little good band.
I'll be the interpretive dancer.
Okay.
Okay.
Start stretching right now.
Wow, I didn't know you could do such a thing.
Listen, I only break it out for special occasions.
Wow, it's very special.
Yeah.
I'm envious of you.
Every once in a while, she stops the train. She's funny. Nobody see you don't
Pull
see this
emergency
on
brakes
Hammer and
and I say,
Nigel.
get off.
She gets it.
I think. Who is that? Is that Mel?
I don't know. You waved at somebody.
Looks like Mel.
All right.
Hold on. Let me see.
Do we need to break?
It is Mel. Yeah. We'll take a break and then we'll come back. Oh, there's Mel McMahon. Maybe we can find out if we raised how much, if everyone paid up. I wonder if maybe I didn't send a check.
She's here to collect your money.
We're coming right back. 93 WIBC.
Watching the clock, it's 4 o'clock, it's got to stop. Tell him, take no more. She practices her speech as he opens the door. She rolls over, pretends to sleep as he looks her over.
I don't think this is the right new song. Are you putting songs out for us to consider for
He doesn't have a
Our new
microphone
bump.
right now, but
He doesn't have a clue what you're talking about. Not a single
Pat wants
clue.
to change the theme song for the Home and Garden Show.
Now, here's
Ethan does
some
have
new
an
AI.
AI song for later, though.
Ethan's looking at
nice.
Pat like a husband looks at his wife when she said something. I have no idea what you're talking about. He's just deer in the headlights.
Everyday occurrence for me. Joining us on the program, Mel McMahon, everyone.
Oh, you too. You're just so sweet.
Mel, who is instrumental in the Salvation Army Radiothon that we do right here on WIBC, and happens to be in the building because she's filling in at B105, our sister station.
Yeah, well, it's my regular show today. I'm on from noon to 6. Yes, regular show.
I should have known that.
I fill in every other time.
Really embarrassed about that.
Yeah, I can tell.
So, hey, nice job, Knucklehead. Now, what are we going to do next year? You raised $500,000.
Well, I actually have some news for you. I wanted to share this last week, but I just missed you guys. We found another $10,000 check that wasn't put in the system.
What?
So we actually raised over $516,000.
How do you lose $10,000?
I would love to do
It was just, it was in between. Well, remember we had to do the tote board by hand, right? Because the tote board went
Sam
down.
still has my calculator, and I subtracted 10,000 from my calculator.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what it was.
Okay. But yeah, so Sam, she goes through all of we're doing everything live right then and there. And then she was going through the data and she found a piece of paper that I handed her that was a $10,000 donation.
That's amazing.
That wasn't put in the system. So we actually raised $516,000.
Amazing.
Which is such a testament to our listeners, our business community, your customers. I mean, it was such an amazing group effort, and everybody really came through.
So what I'm going to do when I get back to the store, because you left the big board there that said how much we raised, so I'll change that.
Yes, change that, please.
It's just kind of tucked behind.
It's a Sharpie.
Yeah, it's tucked behind one of the displays. So I'll make sure, and then I'll retake the picture with just me.
Perfect. I love that. I love that. Make sure to post that on social and then tag everybody so we can share it.
Okay, whatever that means. Okay.
Allison will take care of that for you.
I'll send that to Allison. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, that's
well, congratulations to everybody. It's incredible. And the Salvation Army is going to be able to do so much more with all that extra money. I mean, the goal was $430,000.
Yeah.
So who knows what next year is going to look like, but I'm already getting ready for it.
Wow.
No pressure, Pat. No pressure.
I know.
Already sweating over there.
So we're adding on to our building this year, so I'm kind of hoping that the new space might make it a little more comfortable for us. We'll see how it all kind of
get a little more room for some more phone
I hope
banks.
so, man. We really what's the word? We really shoehorn this that stage into that spot there.
Yeah, it's quite the sight.
Yeah,
it's
really
quite the
is.
sight. But thank you, Ann, for letting us kind of take over on a really busy weekend.
No, I'm glad to do it because it's like it's not ideal, but you know what? What is ideal is having somebody that will help our neighbors.
Yep.
Salvation Army.
Yep, it is. It is. So thank you all so much, and thanks for putting up with me too.
So
I know I'm not the easiest.
Wait, what's your shift on B105?
I'm on from noon to 6 on Saturdays.
Why are you here so early? Do you have to prep? Do you show prep or something?
Yeah, there's a lot of work that goes into it. It's an all ladies weekend. I was 7 when they were over, so I have to do a lot of research. Just kidding.
Not believing. All right, Mel McMahon, thank you very much, Mel.
Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Thank you, Mel.
Well
Happy
played.
holidays.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
You should listen to her show after 1.
Or maybe we can just tune in at noon and we'll just air on our
That's what we should do. We should simulcast.
simulcast.
Yeah, and we'll hit the road.
Just an idea.
Just an idea. All right, joining us on the program, Denny, is Denise. Or as we say, D-Nice.
D-Nice.
Or Denise.
Hi, Denise.
How are you, Denise?
Good morning. How
Denise,
are you?
Good. I always said if I got a little girl, I was going to name her Denny some way or another, but there's not too many. Denise, anybody call you Denny?
No, Denny. Sometimes Dennis.
Uh-oh. That's
I would
not
get
good.
teased.
That's not good. Well, what you got?
Well, I'm looking for some guidance or some information. As my husband and I mature, instead of aging, we mature around our house.
Oh, that's great.
We are looking for a tear out of our existing fiberglass tub shower and replacing it with walk-in. And we are looking for some guidance in regards to who you might recommend. Like if you were having this job done, who would you pick?
I would probably go to B window.
I would too. They
Just
have a
because.
whole division of that, and they've got the experience of what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, on those, you really have to get the right company. And again, I would shop a couple, but I've used B window on several things, like a big project up at our Allisonville location, and then our home after I set it on fire. We put in all new B windows, and I just had a really good experience. So, but again, I'm biased. I represent B windows. So,
are you when you want to walk in? If you're going to get a walk-in shower, Denise, are you going to have something to sit on in the shower? Because if you're talking about maturing, one of the things that is important from the plumbing standpoint is that you want to be able to sit down, turn on the water, and not hit you. You've got to have a place where you can do like a toe tester. So if you can get something where you can sit down, like a little bench, but not in the stream of water, I think you'll really appreciate it.
There's some of the newer models that actually you can, there's a picnic table in there, and you actually just get in, and then you sit at the picnic table.
Yeah, you can have your whole lunch in there.
And the table is above, so you just kind of...
Denise, just how mature is your husband? Is he mature?
How mature? My husband's not quite as mature as I am.
Okay.
I'm approaching the
No.
70th
No, you don't have to do that. Is he mature, or does he still act like a 16-year-old boy?
Yeah. I'd say most of the days he acts like a 16-year-old boy.
So he would love the picnic table idea.
He would love it.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
So, Den, can you think of any others? I would go to a special.
Of course, I'm looking at Allison and Terry. Denise, make sure it's big enough for two.
Oh.
No, I'm just saying, if you're mature, you need to support one another.
Right. So you had to say that, and I said picnic table.
well,
which is implied.
Well,
this is going to be about an 8x10 room, then.
There we. Good job, Denise. Good job.
Well, I did not realize that B Window had a whole division that specialized in bathrooms, so that's very good to know.
And I think they've got a sale going on till the end of the year, but just tell them you want to put a window in there, and then after they get the bid, change your mind, you still get the discount. How's that work?
Oh, that sounds great. That sounds great.
I don't know what you're talking about now. So.
Well, I think I will contact them and see if we can't get them there. Thank you very much, and thanks for being a bright spot on our Saturday mornings.
Thank you.
Saturday.
Thanks for listening. Happy holidays.
Thank you. You too.
That was sweet.
She was sweet.
I've always
and Denny
wondered.
made her uncomfortable.
Yeah, he does.
He made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Now what are we going to do?
I covered my face, so I didn't even have to look at you, Allison.
That doesn't
But
matter.
it's important. If you're maturing, you might need some support in that bathroom. And if it's a little bitty one, you can't get in there to help your buddy out.
You know, why do people find people that are aging...
she can't look
careful.
me in the eye.
No, I know. I have to begin. Never mind.
Active.
People have such a hard time with that, especially the younger generation. They don't want to think about older people, like even kissing, right?
Right.
They get really
I just don't want
uncomfortable. And I don't know why is that it?
Hang on. I wanted to hear Allison's retort.
I just didn't want to hear Denny talk about that in general.
No.
I think if Denny was 23 years old, I still wouldn't want to hear him talk about that. I think that's more of a Denny Smith thing.
Should have just left it right at picnic table.
Yeah. Left it at picnic table?
Picnic table said it all.
Yep.
What? Okay. Well, I think mine was I think mine was more sensible.
So, anyways, Pat Godwin is at our Keystone location tonight.
Allison, you're making me very uncomfortable.
It's the North Pole Comedy Club, and we have been trying to get Pat Godwin back for about 5 years. He it was about 5 years ago. He did a week, and so he will be doing shows the 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. So 2 shows a night except for
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. There's just one show. So it would be great to come and have dinner at Sully's Grill. Kind of a laid back. You take the train ride, and if you haven't been on the train, it's trust me, you'll like it. It'll be fun. And we have a brand new feature on it that has really hit a home run. So people have really been kind of raving
really
about
nice
that.
Comments about North Pole City or North Pole. What do you call it?
Downtown North Pole.
Downtown North Pole.
Yep.
They thought it was really good.
So tickets are $40 a person.
And pretty much you can buy it any night except the late show on Saturday, but everything else is still available.
Which is tonight.
Oh, shoot, it is tonight.
It is tonight. And I think there's only a couple tickets left for the early show.
6:15. Yeah, there's a couple tickets left, but yeah.
So after that,
Sunday.
you just have to sneak in.
Yeah. Just tell him Pat sent you.
Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. So it's a lot of music. Pat plays the whole time. And what he does is he takes really very popular songs and he imitates, the Boss and all the different the artists from our time. So Pat's about our age and our age group. So anyone can come because the young people, we had our store meeting last night, or a store party, and there was kids that were in there and 16, 17 years old and really had a good time. So grab a ticket because it's hard to get him back to our store, and it's a really comfortable place to see a comedy show. If you don't like going, you're going to a hardware store to see a show. You get on a train. It's a lot of fun. All right, we're coming right back. Our number 239-9393.
Hey, this is Denny Smith for Exercise Inc. If you've been waiting to start an exercise program, you still got a few days here in December to really collect big from Exercise Inc. If you call in or just walk in for a consultation, they're going to give you 2 free visits, but you got to start it here in December. If you wait to January 1st, it's too late. So why not reach out to them at exerciseinc.com. They got 5 locations: Zionsville, Avon, Brownsburg, Greenwood, now in Fishers. 20 minutes a week can change your life. It's changed my life. I've been doing this for 19 years, and I never thought I would keep going because I was so cynical when I started. But I tell you what, after the 4th or 5th visit, I realized it was the real deal. It just sort of sunk in and said, yeah, I get it. And I've been doing that for 19 years. You can do it too. Change your life in 20 minutes a week. 20 minutes, that's it. 5, sometimes 6 exercises. But do it now. Don't wait till January, because not only do you get the free consultation, but you get 2 free visits. You just got to do the consultation or sign up for the consultation in December. 750-2219 or exerciseinc.com.
How about a round of applause? Yeah, standing ovation. Ooh, oh, yeah. Yeah.
For the record, I just got some reinforcement from a younger person about building the shower big enough for 2 people. He goes, "You're right on, Denny. Don't let him hassle you." So
I said that. I said a picnic table.
No.
I just don't think you need to spell it out for the audience. I think
she was asking for advice.
She wasn't asking. I don't
wasn't
think she
asking
was.
for that.
I think she was asking.
She wasn't asking for the Royal Rumble.
Oh boy! Now Pat's got a name for it. Okay.
Right here we have our single, and over here we have the Royal Rumble.
That's the one place when people come to your
10,000 gallons of water.
You never take them to your bathroom. When there's a hall bath or a guest bath, but you never take them to your bathroom, ever.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
What's everyone doing for New Year's? I was just talking off air about it.
You know what? We are flying out the next day pretty early, so we'll probably take it pretty easy, do a little packing and stuff. And we had an invitation to 2 parties.
Oh, man.
They never get invited anywhere.
That's how it always goes.
Yeah.
You're going down to Florida.
Yep.
Is it just
going down to Florida, going with
wife?
our oldest grandchildren, the Betts children.
That'll be fun.
So, yeah. But the weather does not look great.
Really?
But it's going to be better. It is going to turn cold here.
At least it'll be sun down there.
Do the kids want to go to the beach, or they just want to hang at the pool?
I don't know. I haven't really asked
he's
him.
13 years old. I bet he wants to get to the beach.
He might, but I think the beach can be a little cold at 65 degrees. But you know what? I'm sure the beach is right across the street, and we'll probably take some day trips, maybe go do a few
You'll
things.
have to fill us in about how Fort Myers is doing. I've heard good and not so good, but it's never going to be the same. But it'll be interesting to hear your stories when you come back.
Problem for me is there's no restaurants. There was 7 restaurants within walking distance, and today there is 0.
Really? All 7 are out? Wow.
Yep.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yep. And there are good ones, like the Tiki Hut, where you can sit outside and right on the ocean or right on the Gulf, and so it's all gone.
That is a bummer. Is there any plans of them rebuilding?
There is plans, but some of them, now it's going from, like Terry said, it's going from kind of that, things can't stay the same, that 1950s feel of, these
mom and
pops and these, this
local joints.
Yeah. That feel to where it's now they're big companies and big corporations putting in, big high rise, and then they're also going to have a restaurant, but it's not like it's going to be a local restaurant,
right?
More than likely.
Yeah,
it's going to be. It's changing.
It's going to be different.
People can't. Here's what's happened down in Florida. Insurance rates.
Oh, I can't imagine.
And people can't afford to live next to the water anymore after their homes were devastated.
Of course.
They're selling, and they've lifted at least in Fort Lauderdale or Fort Myers, they've lifted the idea of hotels being so high, and they're letting them go higher.
Oh.
So big hotels are coming in and taking some of those smaller places we used to love that were 2 or 3 stories, and they're just building high rises.
Yeah.
It won't be the same. I love that area, but it's going to be certainly different.
Yeah,
I get into again. Everybody says, what? We need people to come back, and so if you got to build a high rise to get people to come back,
but we're concerned too is that a lot of the places by us were hotels.
Yeah,
they're all gone and they're being replaced with condos.
Yeah,
and condo people, we're down there right now. We're down there just 2 or 3 weeks a year.
Mm-hmm.
So, JMV's on the line.
Well.
How about
no,
that?
It's not JMV. It's Dave Wilson. My mistake.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dave Wilson.
Denny.
I
just kidding.
Wow, thanks a lot. I'd
Hey,
rather
Dave.
talk to Dave anyways. Hey, Dave.
Hey, guys. I just want to, I have New Year's Eve plans, and I'm going to be sharing them with Santa and with Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show at Sullivan's Hardware.
We were just talking about
That's
you guys.
right. That's right.
That's right. Big show. It's going to be a lot of fun. And matter of fact, we have shows tonight, 2 shows a night through New Year's Eve, and then just 1 show on New Year's Eve. So we're really looking forward to doing that.
So it looks like tonight is sold out. So tonight's 2 shows, but the shows, there's tickets for, I believe, all the other shows. So,
okay, cool.
But don't wait too long. Pat, you guys both did an amazing job, and Pat is as funny as can be, and reminds me why we've tried to book him for 5 years.
Yeah, we had him once when we were doing the shows back in the North Pole.
Right.
And so, but yeah, this has a lot more seats and a bigger stage, and he can really rip. So it's a lot of fun. It's a good show, and Santa has some new observations from this year's Christmas season.
Would you like to share anything with us, Dave? Santa?
Well,
Santa,
one thing I noticed, and this actually happened, I learned the difference between how fathers parent and mothers parent.
Oh, okay.
For example, there was a couple that came in and they had triplets, about 2 years old, two girls and a little boy. And I had just spoken to them, and they were out. The kids were all looking at the, coloring and stuff. And then the mother looked at the dad. And she pointed at one of the daughters and said, "Check her out." So he picked her up, held her up, opened her diaper up, and looked down the back of her diaper. And he goes, it's a small one, and just sat her back down.
Okay.
And it's a small one, so it'll be okay. And the look Mom gave him, of course, he corrected himself, picked her right back up, and went in the bathroom to change her. So that's how I learned the difference between men parenting and ladies parenting.
And the things that people now will, they're very particular, and Santa Dave wears a kind of a green vest. I don't know, green is one of the Christmas colors. And didn't you have somebody that took exception to that?
Yeah, she didn't like my green vest, and she didn't really say why. A lot of guys wear the traditional, what they call the Coca-Cola suit.
Right.
But, that was just silliness. But, a lot of complaints this year. We did have one person, and you've discussed this, which, a lady said that Santa was too fat.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, orange is too orange. I don't pay enough taxes. The Colts win too many games. It's a stupid complaint. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, it's a jolly old elf, for gosh sakes.
Yeah, he's a jolly old elf, for crying out loud. So
yeah,
come on down and talk to us. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It will be fun. So tonight's sold out, but you can probably go to Ticketmaster. kidding. But tomorrow, which is Sunday, I know there's tickets. Monday and Tuesday.
New Year's Eve?
Cover it? New Year's Eve would be great. Come out. It would be nice and low key. Have dinner at Sully's Grill. And then go see the show. Yeah. And I forgot and the train ride obviously comes with that, which is cool.
Comes with it, and I'll tell you, one little boy. I had several requests this year for a fart gun.
Yeah, that's because of a movie or something, isn't it? We got about 30 seconds.
The Minions movie, and I told those little boys, I said, look. If you want to smell a fart gun, go talk to the boys in the Sullivan's Tree Lot.
Dave, we're going to run. Thank you very much. We will see Santa later on. All right, hour number it's hour number 3 already. This is just flying by. What a great show. 93 WIBC. Hey, Sasha. So have you ever heard about eating 12 grapes in the last minute of the year? This has got to be a Terry thing. She must know about this. 12 grapes.
Isn't it a Colombian thing?
So is that who it is, Colombia?
I think so.
So it's every 5 seconds you have to eat a grape.
Yeah. Luck.
Cultural reason. Luck.
It's luck.
It's luck.
It's a Spanish New Year's, yeah.
Spanish New Year's.
Mm-hmm. Eating all 12 in sync with the clock's chimes at midnight is said to secure your luck for the new year.
So every 5 seconds.
You chew a grape as fast as you can, and it can be very
in under a minute.
Risky.
I would not. Yeah, I would not include toddlers in that.
I think our chimes are about every 2 to 3 seconds. So you're saying that they're every 5 seconds?
Every 5 seconds. 12.
Swallow.
Yep. 12 grapes, 60 seconds.
You should be able to do that.
I'm going to do that this year.
Ooh, it's quick,
Yeah.
and you got to go fast. And if you don't, here's the thing. If you don't, you better stop what you're doing and spin around 3 times and spit over your left shoulder.
I can do that. I do that anyway.
And then lick a toad if you've got one.
Wow.
To stop the bad luck from not eating all the grapes.
Yeah. And actually, Allison, for you, working with Hammer and Nigel, you need...
Maybe 24 grapes.
Yeah.
Double up.
You may want to double up. 12 for each of those guys. All right, Sasha, do you do anything on New Year's Eve? Are you? Don't make yourself sound weird. What do you... Wait, well, you just said, I'd never leave my house for an experience. Oh.
She's an introvert.
Okay, so how do you feel about, do you not like large crowds? Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair, actually. Yeah, I actually agree with that. It's just like, don't touch me. Yeah. So, all right. So, because I was going to offer you a couple of tickets to the Pat Godwin show on New Year's Eve at our store. Might be kind of fun. If you want to go, let me know.
There are people there.
They might touch her.
No, I tell you what.
We'll reserve a table for her.
What we could do is we could put 2 chairs and block her in with houseplants because it's down in the greenhouse. You kind of block her in so that nobody could.
Somebody should invent a shirt that's got like balloons all around it, and you can wear it on New Year's Eve so people don't get close to you because you've got balloons to actually keep you safe from bumping in and touching you.
Oh. Yep.
Right.
A lot safer. Yeah.
Right.
Do they do the same area?
The route. That is so fun. We should do that in connect, like with a mini marathon. Instead of the mini marathon going on, we'll go to the east side and we'll race in bubble suits.
Okay.
Just another
not a bad
weekend
idea.
on the east side.
For just like a block.
Yeah. Probably need to find a sponsor for that.
We can find one.
Yeah.
We'll find one. Right. Your sponsorship to get you in.
Yeah.
I love this
Look at
idea.
Sasha selling sponsorships. All right. Sasha, let me know if you want to go to the big show. All right. Thanks, Sasha.
Well, some folks say that grown-up men are still just little boys, that really the only difference is the price of our toys. We go for macho symbols like guns and running shoes, pickup trucks, hunting ducks, and power tools. Hey,
good morning. Hour number 3 of Saturday's Home and Garden Program. Home and Garden Program brought to you in part by the Michaelis Corporation. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. 844-FIX-INDY is the number. And joining us on the program is JMV. Hi, John.
Hello, everybody. How we doing?
We're doing good. How about you?
Great. I'm sitting here in the town of Bargersville, right next to the railroad tracks here.
Wow.
In the town of Bargersville, to talk with you guys.
Are you in a, or are you just in a car, or are you in a sidewalk cafe?
Yeah,
on surveillance.
I'm sitting here. I'm in the truck right now. The 361,448 mile 2010 truck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Still running good.
Pretty impressive, huh?
It's very impressive.
Yeah, we're going to ride until the wheels come off. So it's.
Have you ever put anything in the bed back there?
No, I think there's actually, and this may lead to its downfall, there's a hole that, there's a hole. So the bed's been compromised back there.
But you've had it covered. You've had a lid on that thing from day one.
Yeah, I don't know. Denny can probably help out with this, right? I mean, I'm sure there's just some sort of moisture that gets in there and then maybe sits in one spot. It's just one spot.
Bring it up to the farm. We'll weld something in there to patch it up, buddy.
Hey, I'd appreciate that, too, because I think then it's going to compromise the wheel well. And I think that's what will lead to me having to be done with this.
Well, wait a minute. You said you grew up in southern Indiana, right? It's just getting ripe. I mean, it's just getting close to being perfect now.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't take welding. I didn't take welding class and only one woods course while I was in high school. So I'm not quite up to standard.
That's close
welding.
enough.
Yeah.
Hey, how was the holiday?
I did a couple of down and backs to Greene County. So
see your mom?
Yep. I found out they have a brand new on Christmas Eve, guys. They have a brand new Ollie's store in Linton, Indiana.
People loving Ollie's.
Yes, they do. Ollie's is really excited that Big Lots is going away.
I know it. You probably are.
And that's like you see these products that were released and didn't go over well. That's what you get at Ollie's, like shrimp flavored corn chips and stuff like that. Yep. Yeah, that's where you go. Oh man, look at all these bags of shrimp flavored corn chips at Ollie's. But it's always interesting to walk through there and look. So we did that and did down and back a couple of days. Worked yesterday. I was at the new Tom's Watch Bar downtown doing the show yesterday. That was a good time. They have 150 TVs and like 20-some TVs outside of a sidewalk.
No kidding. Wait, where is this?
Down on Illinois, right down from you guys where you are right now.
Oh.
It's where once upon a time Planet Hollywood.
Oh, okay, yeah. And what's it called?
Yeah, it is called Tom's Watch Bar.
Tom,
the creator, they have like 15 different places. I think it started in L.A., went to Vegas and East. But Tom, you look up Tom's name. I don't know his last name, but he invented the creator of the McGriddle and the creator of stuffed crust pizza.
No way.
Yes.
Now you're making stuff up.
No, I wish. No, I mean, those are some credentials. I wish my credentials read like that.
Tom Ryan.
Tom Ryan. Does it
True
say
story.
The
Thank you very
McGriddle?
much. Yeah.
The McGriddle and stuffed crust pizza.
What else does it say there? Really?
What's a guy
she's
like
Googled
that
it.
put on his tombstone?
McTom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
McTom. He doesn't look
Tom's
like he
Watch
partakes in a lot of eating what he invented and created.
Johnny, when are you coming back on Saturday nights?
You know what? Not tonight, but Tuesday, Denny. Thank you for asking, because you were asking Sasha about New Year's Eve.
Right.
JMV Takeover, Season 5 starts on New Year's Eve. That's Tuesday night.
Oh, really?
How did you get started? This is Season 5, but how did Season 1 come about?
I was just kind of jacking around during COVID, and I was bored, right, with all these restrictions and all this crap. Nobody could go anywhere, and I asked Sean Copeland, I said, hey, man, would you guys mind if I came in and played some music? It actually started on a Saturday morning. I went from Saturday morning from 8 until 10. Okay. I actually played what they wanted me to play, what was on the list, and then it kind of morphed into I mentioned, I said, how about Saturday nights? And we can make this kind of a party thing. And we tried it, and it worked. And now I don't play anything that's scheduled. I play whatever callers
that's the best part.
Locally and around
that's
the country.
The best part,
we get
Johnny.
listeners want to hear.
It's an all request Saturday night. But let me just compliment John. He did that as well because it was COVID, and we knew that people were losing their minds.
Right.
And by giving people a little bit of entertainment, some local, something to take their minds off of it, they were at home anyways, and to sit around the radio, it was a
Nothing
really
better
it was a
than
really
a shout out.
It was a really cool
Nothing
thing.
better than a shout out.
Yep.
Well, you talk about it, that's multi-generational, too. That's what radio used to be about, music radio. Now it's about having somebody that did the shift in 5 minutes on Wednesday that plays on Saturday in most places. We grew up to a live in-studio DJ taking your calls and then putting your voice back, and you hear it on the air. And it sparked a lot of interest in people that grew up like we did with that form of radio. And that form of radio, it is across the country entirely lost. I don't know, and I would think somebody would tell me if that is done, and it is simply put, not done. And I can tell you this, there is nobody out there that's allowing me to come in there and say, all right, well, this is our normal format, but this jackass is going to play whatever he wants right here. There is nobody around that allows that. And both Sean and David do, and it has worked out fantastically. So season 5, New Year's Eve, our celebration. Which
5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, what time you starting, John?
6 o'clock on New Year's Eve on Tuesday, and I go normally, obviously we'll do something at midnight, and then it all depends on if I continue to get requests, I'll go as long as I get requests.
Wow.
John, if we can get that truck up on the top of the Emmis building, we could drop your truck.
We could drop
the truck.
Oh, awesome. That would be one of these days. The reason why I'm trying to stretch this out is because this is back when I got this long before, what I do right now with Andy Moore, but I've had this Toyota since 2010, and they had mentioned that if I get to 500,000 miles, they'll do something special for it. And our friends at Express Pro Tire and Auto, who's a part of all of our shows as well, they had mentioned they'd do something too because they've helped me maintain this. And, the importance of maintaining, Denny, like you're talking about as well, your vehicles to get longer life out of them. It's important to these people to show that. So if I get to 500,000 miles, I'm going to do something special. But it may limp to the finish line because
how many miles now? 341?
361.
361
right now.
So how many miles do you put on a year?
Well, it used to be, I think there's 1 year, Pat, I think I did close to 50,000 in 1 year, which I think is that because I drive all over the place.
Yeah.
But I've tried to take a little bit of the pressure off of it. So, it's slowed down a little bit right now. But, yeah, it's been a good time. But, no, New Year's Eve is going to be great. And you guys are still going strong.
Yeah.
I can tell you. You're in studio today, right?
We are in studio, and we're getting off early because IU playing.
No.
We are not.
Wait, that's just not true.
No, John Herrick is
not John. He's not coming in either.
He's off
pregame is
1 o'clock, my friend.
starts at noon.
You will go till 1.
Okay, fine.
So IU plays today. I think they played.
No.
I thought they played Sunday.
They play tomorrow.
He's
It's
all
just
mixed up.
It was just wishful thinking.
Right there. Hey, are you guys going to watch the NFL games today? Because Colts fans need a couple of losses. The Chargers and the Broncos today in the afternoon.
All right. Yes, I'm planning on watching. There's 3 games, I believe, today on Saturday for the NFL, and the NBA is not happy about it.
Nope. Chargers, Patriots. I think around 1 o'clock or so, and then you've got the Broncos and the Bengals, and the Colts need losses, and we'll find out if Joe Flacco is the quarterback again tomorrow.
Yeah,
so
it's kind of looking like it. Kind of looking like
I
it.
probably would use. I think Shane Steichen's term for Anthony Richardson missing practice this week was extreme soreness or something like that. I probably would have used something else.
Yeah, I probably would have gone with broken ankle.
Well, if you guys remember this too, when he tapped his helmet to come out, the reason after the game Anthony Richardson said that he was tired is because he didn't want to say that he was hurting, which he was hurting, because everybody looks at him as an injured guy.
Right.
And he said the first thing that came to his mind, which happened at that moment to be the worst thing he could have said at that moment.
Yeah.
And he did. And I don't know. These guys need to read the room, I think, a little bit better. But this has kind of been the Colts' way for a number of years. They'll step in it whenever possible. So
whenever it's in front of them.
yeah, no doubt. Whenever. Hopefully they can close it strong. But in New York, bad weather with a lot of rain, and we'll see if it's Flacco coming up tomorrow.
There you go, John. Thanks for spending a little time with us. JMV, you can hear John Monday through Friday on The Fan from 3 until 6. And, of course, the JMV Takeover starting up again on Tuesday, and then after that will be each and every Saturday from 6 until midnight. Coming right back, 93 WIBC.
From the north.
Hey, good morning. Welcome back. Saturday's Home and Garden program is brought to you by the Michaelis Corporation. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. After the bottom of the hour break, we'll be coming back with Craft Corner. Right now, we're joined by Steve. Hello, Steve.
Hello, Pat. Hey, just want to tell you that you can go to a New Year's Eve party and break the ice by saying you went to a comedy show at the hardware store.
That's right.
That'll get you for hours.
And the comedy show is great, but then you can't forget the train ride. I mean, that train ride is
the most unusual
awesome.
thing is you get a bar, a beer, or a glass of wine. I mean,
That's right.
There's a lot of firsts over there at this hardware store.
And plus you can say that you heard a raccoon band.
That's right. On the train route, you will see our award-winning raccoon band play. So
that's right. Just a shout out to Hope Plumbing. We had Cody out at the house here, and we couldn't get the toilets to stop running. And Cody said, "You need original Gerber toilet plumbing fixtures." So he went back to the warehouse, got his Gerber fixtures, and got our toilets working right. So really, a shout out to the high quality of work you get from Hope Plumbing.
There you go. Thank you, Steve.
And then the last thing, just a note of appreciation to both you and Denny for your reliable but not guaranteed advice over the past year. You guys are kind of like the Time Life books of Indianapolis.
The ones that are on the shelf and nobody reads?
Yeah, the dusty ones.
The dusty ones.
It's 4 hours of past time each Saturday, but it feels like a lifetime for Denny.
All right, that's enough.
Thanks, brother. Hey,
you,
Happy
Steve.
New Year to you, Stever.
Happy New Year.
All right, man.
Enjoy
See you. Thanks.
Well, we have an introduction, Pat.
We do. Joining us in our young board operator, Ethan, who is, I would say, he has a very reddish beard. I've never seen what's on top of the head.
Well, he can't. He doesn't have a microphone. Heather has his microphone. So.
All right, so he's more. So there's definitely red in the beard.
I don't know. He looks like
but
Taliban
he has gotten
to me.
engaged to a young lady named Heather, who's a beautiful redhead.
Yes.
And so I see a lot of ginger children in their future.
Yeah.
I hope a redhead.
Hi, Heather.
Glorious.
Hi. Nice to meet you guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
So this is a
beautiful
custom
engagement
ring,
ring.
a family diamond, and then
Yes.
Reese Nichols put together a special ring for you.
Yeah, he did awesome with the ring. Yep.
Very nice. So where did you guys meet?
We met in college. I think Ethan said
UND?
the story. Yeah, in UND.
You know, the great thing when we get this old, I don't remember the story. So
Remember Ethan hit her in the face with a basketball.
Oh, not the face. I heard it was the back.
head.
The back of the head.
And you were throwing that he was throwing it from the stands or something?
Yeah, it was like up at the top, like above the court, and he tried to show off with the shot, and it hit me in the head. So
Nice. And then
it was
what?
love.
What kind of smooth?
From that moment on.
Did you know him at that point, or knew of
I may
him?
have seen him around campus.
But you really didn't know him. You didn't
no,
know.
we haven't spoken.
So
before
it's
that.
because he threw a basketball and hit a redhead,
Yeah.
and then he came running, I imagine, because he felt so embarrassed.
Yeah, I think he said, "Oh, hey, sorry. Yeah, I didn't
That
mean
was
to
it.
do that."
And right then he didn't give you the name or insurance card or anything. So how long after that did you guys start dating?
It was probably like a couple months, and then we started dating right when COVID hit. So it was online.
It took you 2 months. This beautiful girl, you hit her in the head. Took you 2 months to ask her out.
Well, she was recovering.
She was recovering.
Recovering from her concussion.
Yeah, and actually it's amnesia.
Amnesia.
Yeah. So.
And then you started dating during COVID, like in the beginning. So you really do date online? Is that how you were doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you wear a mask?
Online?
Online?
Yeah.
Wow, you're weird.
I don't know what
That's an established fact. Isn't
So,
it?
so how long have you guys? So, if you met in COVID, so how long has that been? 4 years?
Yeah, like 4.5 ish.
4.5. So, when is your 5th year anniversary?
In April 10th.
April 10th.
Yeah.
When's the wedding? Have you got a date?
We're working on the date.
They're working on the year.
Well,
Yeah, no
2025, hopefully.
Oh, 2025.
Yeah. If we
Fall-ish.
can get it going. Yeah.
That's the thing. Right now, venues are booked up for years in advance. It's crazy right now.
You might try the Sanctuary on Penn.
Oh, now.
That's a bad
Too
joke.
Oh, that's bad.
You can come out to a
Sorry.
barn wedding. You can come out to the barn.
Here's the cool
That's
thing.
Westfield.
January and February, this community, from the north to the south, there are so many wedding events, and you just go and you eat and you sample and you look and you have the best time. You take everybody with you and you just leave. You really do have a great time at those venues.
What are they called? Like bridal conventions or
Lots of
something?
bridal shows. Yeah, bridal shows, and you'll just have fun. So those start in the next week.
So we're talking to Ethan's fiance, Heather. Heather, have you ever considered? I know it's not a Tuesday wedding.
That one, no.
Okay,
Tuesday wedding. What made you think of a Tuesday
because there's
wedding?
big discounts on Tuesdays.
Hey, can you do
So-
weddings at the hardware store? I mean, really, that's a nice little venue, Pat.
No, just small.
Small?
You know.
Small. Will you be having a small wedding?
I think medium-ish, but we are looking at Friday because that would be a discount as well.
Friday
Those
would be a discount
Friday
as
weddings
well.
are popular
And
right now.
Sundays too.
Yeah.
You'll find something. You'll find the right place.
Actually, I think the wedding that we went to at the place on Penn that caught on fire, I think it was a Sunday.
Was it a Sunday?
Yeah.
Sundays are a good day
Stop
for weddings.
selling
Yeah.
that place. It's gone.
Well, it was
Pat.
actually cool, though. It's a cool
Well,
place.
it's gone now.
There's
I
plenty of
understand,
them.
but I have my memories.
Well, you found the right guy. I will say that. So it must be downhill from here. Okay.
So, are you still in school or you have a job now?
I have a job now, yep.
What are you doing?
I am teaching PE at Indian Creek High School.
Oh, wow.
How cool is that?
That's
Yeah, That's where I
awesome.
went to high school as well, so
Okay.
Oh,
So fun.
a legacy.
yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Congratulations. Excited for you both.
And if you ever need any advice on marriage, don't ask Denny. Okay?
Or Pat. No,
Or
you know
me.
what? Or Pat. No, you're doing okay. Both of you are doing great. What am I
Yeah.
thinking? Or
Yeah.
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is
You're
going
married
well,
too,
Heather.
remember?
We've been
Really,
right.
come back anytime. Okay. We're going to
Thank
keep
you.
him for a bit.
All right, we're coming right back. Craft Corner is coming up next, 93 WIBC. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Glitter, stickers, buns,
segment that you have missed the last 2 weeks, or did you do one last week?
Nope. We had a short show last week.
Well, it's back. It's Craft Corner. Craft Corner is brought to you by
Could be you.
Currently unsponsored. Your name here.
Your name here.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you Terry Stacy. That didn't sound right. Terry Stacy and Allison Lemons.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
And if you want to watch us live, we are on Facebook, Home and Garden Indiana. And if you are watching, make sure to turn your radio down because it gets very confusing.
Yeah. You can watch it later if you want to.
That's true,
but
too.
This is a great craft, I think, for the perfect month or perfect day that it is because we're past Christmas and we are into winter, right? This is the first
Winter.
full week of winter.
That's right.
And I think this is something kind of cool that you can make and have in your house. This is a steampunk snowman lit up picture frame.
What
okay?
a
if you're
title.
listening. So I found this online. This is not my idea.
Right now, the only thing Denny's showing is my face on a Yeti cup.
Yeah, this is what Pat gave us for Christmas this year, is a Yeti cup with
In case
Pat's
you didn't
face
see
on it.
them. We love them. They're all cool. So what you're going to do is you're going to find any picture that you love, that you find that is wintry. And I found this one that someone had done this particular project with. I found this actually online, and then I took a copy of it, and I went over to the Walmart or the Walgreens, and they instantly can make these beautiful duplicates for like a couple bucks. Not much at all.
For this.
Well, I loved this picture. I love steampunk Santa or all the steampunk stuff, but the snowmen I think are pretty cool. You're going to get an 8x10 or whatever size you'd like this to be. This picture that you are creating can be any size. So you'll get that duplicated, and then basically what you're going to do is you're going to take that frame, take the glass and the back out of it, and you're going to create what looks like snow on the frame with a glue gun. And we just used, what did we use?
Like the pillow stuffing.
Pillow stuffing. This stuff right here.
What is
this
this
is what
called?
we used. Batting or whatever you call that stuff.
Yeah, the fiberfill.
Fiberfill. You can use fiberfill. You can use cotton, anything that looks snowy, and you're going to glue that to the outer part of the frame. Again, you've got your glass out, and you also have the backing out. So glue that. You're also going to get some snowflake stickers at the dollar store. Okay.
How much were those?
These were $1.
Just checking.
From the dollar store.
Dollar stickers of the snowflakes. They still have plenty of those. You're going to need your glue gun, obviously, but not much else other than the fairy lights. You're also going to need some of your fairy lights. Instead of putting them away for the winter or for the season, you can still use these.
And then next year you'll go, where are my fairy lights at?
Exactly.
Just a strand is all you're going to need. We're going to turn, Allison, turn that around. There you go. And you're going to tape the lights to the back after you poke holes in the picture with a needle to make those lights shine through in places that you think the light should be. I poked holes in the buttons of the snowman's nose, the lantern that the female snow person is carrying.
So you just use like a sewing needle?
Just use a sewing needle and just poke through the picture, and then you'll place the lights where those holes are, and you'll tape it to the back of your frame. Okay? Put it together, and this is how it turns out. And it's that simple.
Perfect.
After you can glue the snowflakes. It's really kind of pretty.
I like it.
I think it's kind of cool, and I like it because it's a winter picture, and I also like because it still has lights in it.
Yeah.
And I think this is really fun. So this is your project for today, and I hope that you liked it. It's one that I did not make up, just found. Thank you.
What do you call this again?
Oh, I like
Steampunk?
that.
I turned the lights
steampunk.
off so people could see it better.
Steampunk is the cool stuff that always looks like this.
That has like tools and
And mechanical, makes everything look mechanical. Her hands.
gears.
That's called
Thank you, Denny.
steampunk.
Steam punk?
I think, isn't it?
I don't know.
I believe her.
I think it's called steampunk.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, but that's what I found. You can use any picture that you'd like, and that's really it. It's very simple, and I think it's kind of cool.
Love
there you
it.
go.
Love
There's your
it.
craft corner. Thank you from the people in the back. Hope you liked it.
It's a good one.
Moms are looking for things for kids to do.
I think they are, and
They're
this
out of
is a
school
simple
for a
one.
while.
Yep, I think this is a simple one.
I think
Simple
that's
one.
good.
Okay, there
Yeah.
we go. Thanks everybody for watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching, guys.
See you guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
I'm still here.
Oh, Denny
'Cause-
stopped taping. We always think when Denny stopped taping, we're done.
Oh, okay. Got it. 239-9393 is our number. We'll come right back. We have Tom on the line. We'll take his call. And then yours, 239-9393. And I'm Pat Sullivan. Oh, I was just trying to tag on to your greatness. Used to be when Joe Pickett and our leader,
Fred Heckman.
Fred Heckman. I'm Fred Heckman. I'm Joe Pickett. I just remember those days, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
My Town Indy, in
Yeah.
the middle of the day, all that stuff. Yeah, of course it was good.
Yeah.
Good fun stuff.
But that's what we think of you, Sasha. Yep.
Wow, that's a big compliment.
You're very Fred
Actually, it was
Heckman-esque.
Joe Piggott, the rickety old man that was grouchy about everything.
Yeah.
So, but that's okay.
You know what, though? That's funny
Fair.
because that is something I say. It's like always like, don't touch me. Don't touch me. So I think we have a lot in common, quite honestly. So, and that's why we do this segment together that's currently unsponsored. Yeah. Yeah. And we're going to be very picky about who we allow to sponsor it.
As you should.
Yeah. Yeah, because it has to be a pickle company.
A pickle company?
Yeah, because
You
we
think
both
it should be a pickle
because
company?
well, we both love pickles,
Oh, I see what you're doing.
don't we? Oh, I just took a shot. Oh, the Dairy Association.
Oh,
Perfect.
that's a good pick.
Perfect.
Oh, I thought you were going to say because Pat knows
All
how to
right.
cut the cheese.
Sorry. So I'll call him. It'll probably start next week. So what are you doing the rest of the day? And not be touched. Oh. Oh, boy. I'm hoping to be babysitting for a newborn. Yes, we have 2 new babies, and they just slobber all over my face. Yeah.
And you love it.
I do love it. All right, Sasha, have a good weekend. We'll see you next week.
Well, some folks say that grown-up men are still just little boys. That really the only difference is the price of our toys. We go for macho symbols like guns and running shoes, pickup trucks, hunting ducks, and power tools. Power tools. Power tools.
Just shut this off.
Just plug 'em in.
Stop that. I
So
know, Pat and Terry.
Many people don't know that Ethan really is good at AI, and he's got a surprise for us.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so about this time every year, I just like to bring up that maybe we should consider other theme songs.
It's the time to do it. Fresh start.
Try some new stuff.
And every year we bring this up, and you know what happens? Our listeners get upset.
I think they
and
should
you get
pick.
outvoted.
They don't know what's good for them.
I think we should give them a selection, give them 3 songs we really like, and let them pick.
All right.
And if they really do decide that this is a great song, then. But
All
if
right.
not, because new listeners are chiming in all the time.
All the time.
And so they might think, I'm ready. I'm run down with that song too. Let's pick something different.
I mean, people on average listen to this show because it's a 4-hour show. On average, they listen about 3 minutes.
Is it that long?
And it's
Wow.
usually our family members.
Yeah.
Thank
Our
you,
family
guys.
members skew it.
We actually schedule them all to listen throughout the show.
All right. Well, Ethan has a selection that he wants us to consider.
Okay.
So let's hear it right now.
This is what Ethan has made through his AI app.
Wow, it's catchy.
I'm picturing us all in like candy striped suits.
Yeah, I picture myself in a wheelchair.
Pat and Denny got a plan. Terry and Allison lend a hand. Fixing homes and gardens too. All the tips just for you. The Home and Garden Show's the place where smiles grow and hearts embrace. From Pat and Denny's handy crew, Terry and Allison join in too.
This is the song. This is the one.
This is it.
How does he do this?
This is the one.
Voice of an angel.
Got a garden needing cheer or a room that looks severe. Listen close, they'll steer you right, bringing sunshine to your night. The Home and Garden Show's the place where smiles grow and hearts embrace. From Pat and Denny's handy crew, Terry and Allison join in too.
It's amazing.
So cute.
It's the best song ever.
I don't think we're good enough for this.
Yeah.
No, I don't
there you go.
Allison.
It's really good. Yeah, how about this, Pat? How about this one?
I like it.
To open the show?
Wait a minute.
And walls that shine, fixing up for pleasant times. Steps to make your space unique with their guidance solutions peak. The Home and Garden shows the place where smiles grow and hearts embrace. From Pat and Denny's handy crew, Terry and Allison join in too.
Love it. Oh, please, can we keep this one?
Pat just held up a sign that said needs more cowbell.
We can do that part live in studio.
Love that song. Ethan, that is so cute, and that should be the opening song.
There you go. Now, Ethan. Very good.
Thank you. So good.
Now, we didn't break any copyright laws. We're not going to get sued for this.
It's original.
Ain't no way.
It's original.
No way.
This
Hey,
is an original
Ethan,
song.
just for our listeners who don't know a lot about AI, which would be me included, tell us exactly how you created that song.
So because, you guys are so important to me, I was like, I know a lot about these guys. So you take a prompt, right? It asks you, it's like, give us a couple keywords, I write out sentences, usually write out like 5 to 6 sentences. So obviously wrote out, this is a Home and Garden show, Pat and Denny, and then you guys come in too. And then that kind of tied everything together. You say things like, write me a theme song, make it catchy. And then about
Does it
5
ask
minutes.
you what kind of music, like
Style.
Yeah.
style?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can choose like every different one. There's jazz, there's rap, there's pop, there's classical.
What was this? What was this music?
This was pop.
This was old.
I feel like we're kind of poppy,
Yeah,
Like,
it's
oh,
kind of
poppy,
poppy. I loved it.
I feel like I could be in an amusement park or something.
Yeah.
I
It
like
just sounds
it.
fun.
So what's the app that you use?
It is
Are
called,
you doing it on your phone or are you doing it on...
Yeah, I
does it
do it
on
on
his
my
phone.
phone. It's called MyTunes.
That's great.
You have to pay
crazy.
for it to use it, I believe.
How much is it a month?
I paid for a whole year just because.
How much is it for a whole year?
It's $34.99,
Oh my
$44.99.
And you can use it endlessly for
yeah,
the year?
Yeah. Although sometimes I get on there and it's like the traffic's kind of high right now, so it won't let me do it. But if I wait like an hour, come back through.
But you could use it again and again and again. I think that
I
for
love
$34, I thought you were going to say,
Oh, yeah.
a couple $100 for the year.
Gives me something to provide for the show,
I love
gives
it.
me a
Yeah.
little something in there.
Yeah, it's good.
But does AI scare us, worry us that it will cut down on the creativity of...
I don't believe that AI can really make decisions. It can only make clinically yes or no decisions, but it cannot be intuitive like a human being. And I've argued that with scientists, and they say we can do anything that the brain can do, and I don't believe that. I just don't believe that they can do that. Now, they can do everything really, really fast,
Yeah.
but hopefully they can't do it. Otherwise, Pat, you're going to be doing hardware on Saturdays from 9 to
how do
1.
you know, like, if...
What scientist is Denny talking to?
That's what I was
I don't know.
we said. Denny knows everybody.
So, do you think there are songwriters out there that
Oh, yeah.
will use
I do.
AI and then they get it
Absolutely.
and then they kind of make it their own type of
Yeah,
thing because
sure.
it gives them a base?
I think this is what the strikes in Hollywood were
That's
all about
right.
when the Screen Actors
Yeah.
Guild
Concerned
went
about
down
that taking
because
over.
they have discovered that,
I think I can tell on the radio when I hear one now. I mean, I hear it because they're here. They're on our station. They're on
Yep.
stations everywhere. And I think I can, I don't know, but I feel like I can pick out the ones that are AI because there's there's a warmth or there's something's missing when you hear one. It's just a little robotic to
Yeah.
me. It's still a little robotic sounding when you hear some of the commercials that AI is doing.
You remember Space Odyssey 2000 and
Mm-hmm.
Dave was the computer? So I can't do that, Dave. Are they gonna take over our lives? I don't know. That'd be
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems I'm not sure where it...
Yeah, I
It's
think
gonna
that's
take
a
some
fine
jobs.
line.
Just a
And I
little-
think it's just a matter of time. We just kind of have to figure it out. Because, like
Yeah.
you said, there is good things to it, like giving us prompts or
in the
ideas.
in the world of medical.
Right.
Medical
The
world.
medical world, they say AI is better at figuring out what's wrong with you. I don't know how true that is.
That probably is
But-
true, Terry,
but
because
Or it makes
those
their
are yes
jobs
and no
easier.
ladder diagram type things.
Yeah.
But I do agree, too. I think there is a warmth in a human connection that we're always going to need.
Allison,
in
I'll
all
tell
of
you.
these
I'll
jobs.
tell you where
hope
it really works is on ladder diagrams for electrical. If you're having a problem, and AI has really been successful in helping you debug that because those are just yes and no, on and off gates, and they can find it 10 times faster than a tech can.
I don't know.
Interesting stuff, and hope we live long enough to see how it ends. But I don't think the human brain will ever be replaced.
I hope not. I'm just afraid of the human brains that aren't going to get exercised because, young people will start using AI for...
Well, we see that right now with social anxiety. A lot of younger kids have that because, they are used to hanging out over the internet or online. They don't go outside and play as much, or they don't connect in person. Like for a long time with COVID, that was an issue, was the kids weren't able to be face-to-face and learn how to socialize. So I don't know. It's just, I think it's a new era, and we just got to learn how to maneuver it.
Didn't they tell us that about calculators, Allison? Did you grow up in a generation where we weren't supposed to use calculators?
I was told, I remember in elementary school, they were like, you need to learn how to count because you're not always going to have a calculator with you.
Right.
But now we do.
And now we all have one in our pocket.
Yeah. I just think that it's the same thing with machines, too. Like with AI, like everyone still likes handmade things, even though there's machines that can spit things out. So we love my song, but it's because AI is super new and we haven't heard stuff like that before. But once we hear it on a daily basis, you're going to want to hear a song from a real person too, because you're going to be able to connect with it more.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think there's a time and place for it all.
Well said, buddy.
But even having AI write songs and then they're performed, but I just wonder if that's where songwriters will go.
Yeah. I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Sure is easier for them, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I've told you, have speeches or commercials or something, you need to write, you put it right in to the system and it pops out a 20-minute speech for you in a second.
Jimmy Buffett always said, we'll never run out of things to write songs about. He says you just have to listen. I'm afraid that AI is going to take that away from us, that we're not going to be listening because somebody else can always put it together as well as we can. And I hope we keep listening. I really do.
Manufacturing. I do worry about manufacturing jobs and things like that where computers are taking over and doing the labor. But I do worry about loss of jobs in that world. And also, truly, radio people also worrying about it.
Yeah.
Because you can get an AI to do a show for you. And that's kind of scary. So there is concern about stuff like that. What we're doing and in manufacturing businesses where that can take over and people lose jobs.
You've been listening to a radio station AI. Pat, Denny, Terry, and Allison will be back right after this.
Hello, everybody. Terry Stacy here. Hey, Jeff Cardwell and all the employees at Cardwell Do It Best Home Center wishing you a happy and healthy new year. And if you're new to the south side of Indy, you need to get to know Cardwell Do It Best Home Center on Madison Avenue, family owned and been a part of the community since 1945. And everything you need to start the year off clean and organized, from shelving and storage for indoors and out, including sheds, cleaning supplies and space heaters in every size. And if you're ready to tackle your next home improvement project, Cardwell Home Center offers discount dimensional roofing at unbeatable wholesale prices, starting as low as $21 per bundle. But that's not all. Cardwell has hardware, lawn and garden supplies, quality do-it-best paints, plumbing, and electrical products too. Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or a seasoned pro, they've got the tools and materials to make your project a success. And the employees are pretty awesome too. Cardwell Do It Best Home Center, 3205 Madison Avenue. Take a look at their selection of more than 67,000 warehoused products that are readily available at cardwellhomecenter.com.
Hey, where's the drums?
Ooh, girl, you're shining like a Fifth Avenue diamond, and they don't make you like they used to. You're never going out of style. Ooh, pretty baby.
Hey, everybody.
This world might have gone crazy.
Good afternoon.
Now, this is an AI song here, too.
No, it's not. This is a good one.
Might as well be.
This is Peter, Paul, and Mary.
This is Peter, Paul, and
It
Mary.
is Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Did you have a favorite song?
Puff the Magic Dragon.
Yeah. I was such a great baseball player as a child. I love their song, Here in Right Field.
Right Field.
Here in Right Field.
I think that was written by Paul Stuckey, but I'm not. But yeah, every kid who's ever been in right field knows exactly what that was.
Yeah, because they stick you in right field.
If you can't do
your
much.
skill set isn't great.
Oh my!
Or you like to pick the flowers.
That's right.
Yeah, I
That's
picked
how
a lot
that
of
song
dandelions.
goes.
Is it really?
That's the dandelion grow. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe we can cue that one up.
We're trying out theme songs for everybody because
Yeah.
Pat wants to get rid of the Power Tool song.
Well,
I'm just catching
now that-
everybody up.
Who's that? Ray Stevens? Right now that he's dead.
Not that Ray Stevens.
Danny thought he was dead for a while.
Well, there were two
And
Ray
he actually made
Stevens.
an announcement on air about it, and he's
he
alive
was-
and
Allison, do you remember everything I did wrong?
He battled. We would say, no, he's here.
he's here.
Oh, hey, we got to take a call.
Oh, Lord.
Because it says it's Andy and it says Denny is wrong.
Question mark. It said Denny is wrong, question mark.
We put those right to the top.
Yeah, I bet so.
Hey, Andy.
Pat.
Andy.
Denny, you're seldom wrong. However, what did you call the computer in 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Was it Dave? No, Dave was the guy. Was it Hal? Hal was the computer, and then Dave was the guy who said, Dave, I can't do that.
Right. Hal is the computer.
Right.
And you know what he's named after?
Halliburton? I don't know.
No, IBM. Think about it. HAL. The following letter. IBM.
H.
I'm not
so the letter
L.
after H is I.
And the
Right.
after
A is B, and L is M.
Wow.
Terry, that was really good.
thinking man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know Charles the Genius is on. Charles, did you know that one?
Probably.
Andy, thanks for calling in.
That's a
And
good
thanks
bit
for
of
having
trivia.
faith in me, not to throw me under the bus in front of Pat.
Well, I don't throw anybody under the bus. I might be in front of the train, but not under the bus.
All right, Andy. Thank you, buddy.
Oh, boy. Sometimes I throw so many people under the bus, there's a waiting line.
Is there really?
gosh.
Yeah, can't get them in. Okay, so here we are.
Is that it?
Oh, I did want to mention again, we have North Pole Comedy Club at our store, at our Keystone location. Tonight, I believe, is sold out. And but we have it Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
2 shows Sunday, 2 shows Monday, and 1 show on Tuesday.
On New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
So, and that's a 7 o'clock. I think the shows are 6:15 and 8, something like that. You take a train ride, and you just kind of see what our little deal is with the Sullivan Express train.
Get
They
Dave
drop you
Wilson.
off at the North Pole Comedy Club.
Dave Wilson and Santa Claus.
And then Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. And it's all music that we know and we grew up with. And he just kind of parodies, but he is so good. So good. So if you can swing it, it would be fun. SullivanHardware.com for tickets. I think you can get tickets for all the other nights except for tonight. So get them while you can.
Get them while you can. You know what? If it's just kind of, I don't mean to be so sentimental, but this is probably the last time we're going to be in this building for the holidays.
I was thinking about
Oh,
that
really? Are we
last week.
moving?
We'll be moving in September, and we're going to be moving out of this heart of downtown, moving up a little to the north,
Midtown.
Midtown. So,
Wow, that is sad.
this is kind of our view
We can't-
is on the circle here.
Are we
has
going to
been-
take Allison's Christmas lights with us?
Well, I would assume so, but it just is we've been here since '98.
Yep, we came here in December of '98. The first broadcast official was the Salvation Army Radiothon.
Yeah, that's right.
So
And so it's kind of sentimental as I'm looking at the monument and the circle of lights. This would be the last time we get this view.
I wonder
in
who
a
Man,
working environment.
we had
this
a
time
lot
of
of
year.
fun here.
Do you ever
We had a
wonder
lot
about
of
who's
fun.
going to buy your house? Who's going to buy this place? What are they going to do with it?
I don't know. I mean, there's been talk about a lot of things they'd like to do with it. I think apartments or condos or something was a thought, or retail and a mixed
use
kind of a building. I don't know, but I know we won't be here, and I feel sad about that.
Yeah.
It is sad.
We used to broadcast right on Monument Circle. We had a studio, showcase studio,
Yeah.
so people could come by. And I think the one, I mean, certain times of the year there was a lot of people out there, but other times I don't think we all realize how much that the Monument Circle, the buildings and businesses and offices around it are backloaded from the parking garages. So a lot of people aren't walking by. They pull in the parking garage and go to their office. So,
Yeah,
but we had a lot of fun doing stuff on the circle.
we did, and very lucky to be here during the holidays because it's a really special place. Monument Circle during the holidays, and anyway, this might be our last. I'm guessing this is our last one.
Well,
I mean,
Unless
for a
they-
number of reasons, but
unless they-
mostly because
unless they can't
if we-
find the right
if
wire
we all
to-
make the move,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
we'll be moving
All right.
just to the north.
You heard Andy talk about HAL, IBM and HAL.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I got this from a friend. He said, speaking of computers, when I can't make my laptop work, my wife always says, picnic. Problem in chair, not in computer.
Wow. Picnic.
It's a good one.
It's an acronym.
Mm-hmm.
Problem.
239-9393. We're coming right back with more 93 WIBC.
Best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, tripping fast, and then we talk slow. And you come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a chance. Now take my hand, stop it, and the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. And now I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't
Hey,
mind
everybody.
me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body.
Pat Sullivan, Denny Smith, Terry Stacy, Allison Lemons. Ethan is running the board.
You've made
it's
some
Saturday's Home and Garden program, brought to you in part by the Michaelis Corporation. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements.
You got to breathe.
Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
People
Now,
are asking about your computers. My phone is blown up, and Ethan says we got some calls about computers. So
well,
your
we can
AI
talk,
thing.
We can talk to Jane. Hi, Jane.
Hi, Jane. It's me.
Hello, Jane. What's up?
So I just heard that the acronym conversion, HAL to IBM. Let's take it a step further.
Okay.
HAL in every one of our computers is called hardware abstraction layer. We think that the access is coming in through Microsoft or Unix or whatever. Every single one of those chips allows access through the hardware, bypassing the software with the proper PIN configuration. This is why we have to secure our systems. We have to lock these things down. And it's why we're being hacked left and right. There are virtual components being built in distributed processes by the hardware abstraction layer. For all of you geeks out there, go to your C prompt, pull a reg query, reg, R-E-G, space, query, space, H key local machine /F, and type in HAL. Asterisks around it, space once, / again, S. So
Does
that's
that, Jane, does that get you to the machine language? What does that get you to?
It gets you a listing of all of the HAL programming in your registry.
Got it.
So it's a reg query. Check it out.
Well, it's going to scare
Thanks,
the
Jane.
wait a minute. It's going to scare the poop out of us, Pat. But I mean, if you're a geek at all, which it sounds like she knows what she's talking about.
You think?
I'm sorry.
I feel like I was talking to Kim Commando.
She's very sharp.
You know, I was just talking to Allison about the hottest comedian in the country, Nate
Bargatze?
and he was talking about if he got transported back to
Like Roman times.
yeah. Well, if he got transported
Historical
back in time, that he didn't think he'd be able to prove that he was from the future.
Yeah.
That would be me.
Yeah.
You know, in the future, you're all going to have a phone. We're going to carry them in our pockets. How does that work?
I don't know.
Some satellites or something?
Pat, sometimes we take phone calls, and it reminds me of the scene in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. And Steve Martin, they said, let's all sing a song. They're on a bus. And he says, 3 coins in a fountain, and nobody sings along with him. And then the character played by John Candy, which is Pat Sullivan, goes, Flintstones, meet the Flint. And the whole bus starts singing. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, Jane was really, really smart.
I saw, what was the John Candy in Home Alone?
Yeah.
Is it
the Polka King?
The Polka King.
Polka King,
Yeah.
something Kickers?
Kenosha Kickers.
Kenosha Kickers.
Yeah,
One
that's
of
right, Denny. Yeah.
someone from our restaurant was wearing the jacket.
The
No,
yellow
the
jacket?
way. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
That's
you can buy that
great.
jacket, evidently.
He was so cute when he said, you remember us? The Kenosha Kickers had a couple of hot tunes. Of course, she goes, no.
Polka King of the Midwest.
Yeah. I love John Candy. All right, are you guys ready? Can you handle Charles the Genius?
Give him the 4-minute limit because we got the break.
We only got
up.
3.
Okay, 3-minute limit.
Hey, Charles.
Okay, I'll take a super deep breath. Wish everybody a super happy New Year, all of you, all of your families, everybody in radio land, Sasha and the gang all in the radio, and Kyle Lynn, we got to remember her. And don't be like Rodney Dangerfield. He was at a New Year's Eve party that was so lousy.
How lousy was it?
It was so lousy it broke up at 11:30. Oh, it's terrible. Anyway, whoever called, a couple of callers they beat me to the HAL 9000 routine. Going back, clear back, and I was a stumbler there when Indiana Theater was still running Cinerama. We saw the film, and it was pricey, the 2001 A Space Odyssey. Look up the parody that Mad Magazine did for it. They actually got sued and had to settle out of the court. Kubrick didn't like it. But Arthur C. Clarke, the guy that wrote this, put together the screenplay, supposedly him and Kubrick got over the argument over who come up with the IBM acronym and crossover and the rest of it. And IBM said that if they'd have found out, they would have sued or had that deleted from the film before it got made, because by hitting it, it hinted at the fact that if the HAL decided the humans weren't smart enough to take care of the mission, why would IBM think that people that owned their phones and connections would want to deal with them? Now, that's how things were in 68, of course. But they're still, to this day, some of them still can't figure out exactly what that movie. But one of the ironies of it is, back in the 60s, right on, I was a flower child. Not me that way. They thought I was a blooming idiot. Anyway, that's an old joke. They actually said in California, a lot of these guys were actually taking drugs for the star journey that takes place at the end of the film. I don't give away things away. But, the HAL thing was, like that lady was saying a while ago, stuff that we just laugh about, don't give a second thought. The originality, you're suddenly going, wait a minute, that sounds familiar. And but I know what's scared. Some of the stuff you see, one of the flip phones, was Jay Leno, when he was still young, telling comedian show, talked about why did they want Captain Kirk all the time in Star Trek? He had the biggest screen in space, and he had the first flip phone.
There you go. That's right. Charles, we got to run.
Oh, hey,
go ahead.
Let's see. I don't think I've got any leftover jokes.
Okay.
Christmas jokes. You don't want to hear any of them, do you?
No. Charles, thank you very much. Great hearing from you. In the words again, I would say from Nate.
Bargatze.
Bargatze. I don't think I could prove that I was from the future. No, that's right. Coming right back. Our number 239-9393.
Don't stop, baby, you can walk too. Don't harm, baby, think about you. You know that I'm never gonna lose.
Denny, this is where the speed round would be. The speed round's brought to you by
Thompson Furniture from Columbus, Indiana. I tell you what, they've got Ashley, Bassett, Bed Tech, Berlin Gardens, Big Green Egg, Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, and they give you free delivery up to 75 miles. It's ThompsonFurniture.net.
239-9393 is our number. Coming up after the 1 o'clock news is Abdul, I believe. I've just looked at everybody, and everybody goes.
Nobody knows.
Everybody shrugs their shoulders, like, yeah.
It's the holiday season.
It's really
it is
2 weeks of
Abdul.
vacation.
According to Matthew, Abdul's going to be with us from 1 to 3.
There you go. Hey, Tony.
I hope everybody's doing well. I just have a quick question.
Okay.
I have a house built in 1938. Has the classic window in it's a cottage, old cottage. They call it Cranecrest Cottage in Marion, Indiana. Anyway, it has a window in the bath, in the shower. And I'm trying to get some paint that I don't have to paint it every 6 months with.
All right.
Because of where it is, it does.
Is it right above where the bathtub is?
It's like it's a walk-in shower, and it's right I mean, the bottom of the window is probably about chest level.
All right.
So it gets water in it constantly.
So the shower was probably an add-on, Tony, and
I'm sure it was.
So I don't know, Pat. You're the paint expert. He's going to have to strip it all down and reprime at least.
Is there something you can put on there that would seal it so it wouldn't?
Yeah,
I'd like to have like some kind of plasticize something.
I was kind of thinking about there's an epoxy kit that they use to. That you can redo bathtubs. I mean, the best way to do it is have somebody reglaze your bathtub, but there is epoxy kits that I think, and this is going to be a wood surface once it's all stripped down.
Yes.
So I think I would probably look for an epoxy paint. And
like a rhino lining type thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Kind of like that,
Okay.
but you want something smooth so that you don't want anything with a rough finish because then it's going to hold water and you're going to get mold and mildew.
The rhino lining people, other than the fact it's going to off-gas for about 48 hours to 60 hours as that stuff cures because it's got a curing period, Pat, that might be the perfect thing for him. Rhino lining or rhino shield.
Yeah, but
Rhino
it's got to be smooth.
Yeah, it's got to be out.
Right. Got to be
Something
smooth.
that you can put inside.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay, because I was just wanting
So I would
kind
look,
of plastic thing.
Yep, I would look for an epoxy kit for a bathtub, and they use them on sinks, bathtubs, and see if that doesn't.
So we're
fit
going
the
off
bill.
label.
We're going off label. Yep.
Okay.
I like your style, Tony.
Yep.
Hey, whatever works. I just get tired of painting it every 6 months.
I don't blame you, but spend a lot of time on the prep and get that stripped because it's the new surface isn't going to be any better if it doesn't adhere to something solid. Let's see, is this Rabin?
Yes. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Question for Denny Smith. He's a airplane enthusiast. What enabled the pilots in World War I to be able to shoot through the propeller with a machine gun?
It was a mechanical genius. It came in, well, I don't remember the name of the product, but they shot off a lot of propellers. And they tried to get the propeller low enough so they could shoot over the top, but it was actually a mechanical gearing system that the Germans came up with that every time remember they were just 2 props up and down, not 4 props or 3. And so they were able to do that at 180 degrees, and the bullet actually shot through when it was at the 90-degree mark. But I can't remember the name of it, Rabin.
Well, that's okay. The point is, what I'm making is with the roundabouts, what's the underlying problem with that roundabout? There's no set pace at which people go through, even though it says 15 mile an hour. If you put a speed bump at the entrance of every roundabout, which makes the car slow down to get over the bump at a speed without cutting the head off of the people, and they'd have the exit, people could go out easily, no problem at all. If you contact somebody in the Department of Transportation and say, hey, you can fix a lot of problems with this, you just answered it right there. It's a synchronization of things.
Rabin, I don't know whether to say you're crazy or you're onto something, but it's interesting. You slow them down before you get in there, and then the guy that's exiting has all the right of way, which is how it is anyway.
I don't even know how a plane gets off the ground.
Right.
It's so heavy.
I know. It has to do with, I think it's, I don't know, downforce, I think.
Yeah.
Up force, down force.
Anyway, roundabouts.
Hey.
Now the new roundabout thing is the peanut roundabout, right? Now we have the peanut roundabouts.
What's that?
It's like a figure eight.
It's like like the shape of a peanut.
I would say for the most part,
you love them.
I do love them.
Good.
I do love them, but most of them, I mean, you run into some where the traffic is really heavy.
Hard. It's hard in Hamilton County. It's hard in some of those spots.
But most of them, man, you can just zip right through them.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of times, depending on what Carmel has done as far as the middle, I just go right through the middle. Because did you notice they don't have like a regular curb? It's it's a real soft curb. You can go right up over.
I still wish you just use your turn signal too when you're ready to get off the peanut.
Hell, I don't even know where I am. Sometimes.
I mean, you go if you're coming at me and you're going to go right, then turn your signal on so I know, so I can get into the peanut.
I'm like minimum two circuits around. So I figure out where I get off.
Truly.
Yeah.
Trying to get out of here. I'm
Yeah.
trying to get out.
You know what? If you need help tomorrow morning from 6 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. is God is Just a Prayer Away with Ed Bausman. Ed Bausman died 12 years ago, and that show still goes on.
No kidding.
Unbelievable. They have enough. You know, Terry knows this. Terry was with him when
Ain't
they
no
started.
monkey heaven and there ain't no
when
monkey
we used to
hell.
work Sunday mornings,
I know.
That's when we knew we had to get to the studio when that final.
Yeah.
Of
it was a quartet, but then he and most of the guys in the quartet sort of bowed out, and then Ed Bausman just kept singing it by himself.
Man, oh man, he must have been something.
Anyway, 6 to 6:30 in the morning.
Hey, did you see Putin has apologized for shooting down that plane?
Actually said, I'm sorry, I did it. We did it.
I believe I'm trying to find the Fox News alert on that. So it's always scary when I dive into the news department.
Hey, guys, this is last weekend for a lot of the events that you've loved so very much. A lot of those holiday events you were talking about. We just have another weekend for many, and then next week we'll be all over.
If you go to
and
the
this
zoo,
is going to be a great weekend. This is a great weekend to take your lights down, right? The weather is still pretty nice
Leave them
today.
up.
Leave them
Tomorrow,
Leave them up till St. Patty's Day.
Until St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
If you go to the
love
zoo,
that.
say hi to Kylan. She's an elf.
Kylan is Holly.
Putin
name is Holly.
apologizes to the leader of wherever it was over the crash plane. So I would say that he was. I think they thought it was a Ukrainian.
They said they thought it was a drone,
a
right?
drone, yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Thanks for the international news update. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm multifaceted.
I know you are. You
Yeah.
can do it all.
Oh, sure.
Happy New Year.
Well, thanks to you.
Do you have a resolution?
I kind of I don't because I don't want to be disappointed, but I kind of miss all of our time together when I filled in for Pidge because you were always bringing something in for New Year's.
That's right. Hoppin' John.
Hoppin' John's.
Lucky Hoppin' John. I think, isn't that the lucky food? Hoppin' John?
I don't know. You made it.
I
And
think
then
it
somebody was
was.
always bringing us a king
Well, it was our
cake.
friend. It was our friend from Rick Hurst. From
Bring the king cake?
He would bring the champagne and open it up with a sword.
Oh, with a sword, yeah. That's right. Rick would do that. And then you find the baby Jesus.
In the king cake.
Yeah, and if you don't
That's
choke
not now.
on
That's
it.
not- that's during Mardi Gras.
Oh, that's Mardi Gras. Is that Mardi Gras? I get them confused.
Hey, Andy.
I get them confused.
To our listener, Andy, the synchronization unit was called a synchronization gear, and it was developed by Anthony
great.
Fokker, F-O-K-K-E-R. Does that ring a bell, Pap, from the Fokker biplane?
I don't even know how planes get off the ground.
I know you don't. But anyway, hey, listen, we won't see you next week, so Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Patrick. Have a great trip.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm going away. All right. I will see you. Abdul's coming up next. You guys have a great show, and I will see you in a couple weeks. Right here on 93 WIBC. Wow, that last hour was like 4 hours long.
That's